Hello, everybody. I'm your host, Eric Bird, here at StopStrugglingNow.com. And you may notice there's a little difference tonight because I'm on my phone. That's right. We had a little bit of technical difficulties. And so no computers up, no cameras up, no nothing's up. So this is going to be very, very interesting. So once again, haven't done one like this in a long time. In fact, never. And welcome everybody to the SSN Nation Wednesday night live stream where it's members only that can be in the chat room. And welcome. Now, stop struggling now. Gear, check, and please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. Now, let's get to it. All right, welcome back. I'm going to hopefully remedy the situation as the course of the night goes on. Hopefully it won't last too much longer. We'll see if things come up in the background. But tonight we got a lot to talk about because, you know, that real estate market is going to be burning up shortly, ladies and gentlemen. The value is going to be worth a whole lot less coming into this. And by the way, I'm going to show this on the screen a little bit later. But everybody here, please smash the like button. And if you like what we're talking about over the course of this live stream, please subscribe to the channel, click the all notification bell. So all I can say is, look who's in the house first. Wilson Koo is here. Welcome to the SSN Nation Wednesday night live stream where it's members only that can be in the chat room. And he says, good evening, Mr. Bird, bringing the tagline, an SSN family, 100% facts. I sell money. That's what he does, ladies and gentlemen, meaning you can get loans. That's right. If you want to get loans, get this, ladies and gentlemen, loans for business, loans for real estate, loans for rehab, loans for, well, you have land sitting there and you want something to be done with it. Well, he even has people that might even pay you for land. I don't know if it's all subsided and it went away because, you know, when they increase interest rates, things change. But there's one thing that you can do. You can always contact Mr. Wilson Koo. You can either send me an email, support@stopstrugglingnow.com, or you can go to his website, quick, Q-U-I-K, easy, E as in Eric, Z as in zebra, funds.com, quickeasyfunds.com, ladies and gentlemen. You can actually go there if you need funding. He's got ideas and he's on top of it. And also he let me know this. He saw the trailer and received the notification. He starts off the night perfectly. I love to hear that. So once again, very happy to see you. And he has the icon next to his name, which also means, you know what that means. He's a member of the channel. That's why he's able to be in the chat room. If you can't get in the chat room tonight, every Wednesday night, is because only members with the icon can get in the chat room on Wednesday night. Now, if you come Monday and Friday nights, then you know anybody can get in the chat room then. So I'm going to be doing some things in the background because finally computer's up. So I'll be full screen here shortly in about 10 minutes or less. So we'll get into that. Let me see who else is in the house. Victor Marrero, over traveling in Europe, hanging out, having fun, is taking time to say, hello all, let's do this is his tagline. But hold on now. If he's over in Europe, it hasn't been 2 weeks already, has it? Oh, wait a minute. It has been 2 weeks. Holy smokes, or has it only been a week? Okay, he'll have to tell us if he's over there in Europe. That means it's like 6 or 5 or 6 a.m. in the morning if he's in Europe. So I thank you so much for being here, Victor Marrero, with the icon, even traveling, or he just got back. Either way, I don't know which one it is, but awesome that you're here, man. Thank you so much for being here on the Wednesday night live stream. Everybody else, just in case you're here and you can't get in the chat room, there's a reason. You need that icon next to your name. And so that means you have to hit the join button. Now, let's get into it. Even though I can't put this up on the screen, you guys, I'm not going to talk about it. I was going to talk about real estate first, but you guys have been checking the stock market, haven't you? You have been, right? It's going down as scheduled. Remember, this is 1929 through 1930. Just keep that in your head. Don't worry about what Powell says. He tries to make the top 10 percenters feel good, but it's not going down that way, ladies and gentlemen. Ultimately, the stock market is going to stair step down. You guys have been here. I've been telling you, no need to DCA in reality, but I know a lot of you are in that DCA program. Again, I believe it's still going to be more pain, as Powell said. Don't disbelieve him. He's just been lying to you for over a year. Bottom line is, there's nothing they can do but raise the interest rates sometime in the next 2 to 3 weeks, all right? It's that simple. They're not going to be able to escape. Neither can we escape. So if you haven't sold your house yet, okay, all I can say is I tried to tell you, sell it a year, well, almost a year, definitely 8-9 months ago. Take out that equity ASAP and use that equity to buy an asset that's going to pay you. That's what you need to do like yesterday if you can actually refinance your house and get a higher, or you can get a home equity line of credit. But you first got to find that asset that's going to bring in the revenue so you get that passive income. Remember, this is passive income 2022, ladies and gentlemen. You know the mantra. All right. You know the passive income 2022. And now you know what 2023 is going to be. I'm starting it off early. Your mission, if you agree to accept it. Next year, homes should be on sale. And I'm not talking about 10% off. That's already happened. I'm talking 20, 30, 40%, even 50% off, ladies and gentlemen. So next year, the mantra is going to be, get yourself a home at these cheap ass prices. It's going to be that simple. All right. That's the mantra. No time, no reason to pull the trigger on stocks, in my opinion. No reason to pull the trigger on buying a home, in my opinion, at this point. You're going to be like 72% of the population. And 72% of the buyers from 2021 and 2022 regret buying. You know why? Because their price went down. They overpaid to begin with. Remember, most people not only had to deal with one contract. Did it get accepted? No. Your offer did not get accepted. So then what happens? You, against the rules, you guys paid more. Some of you may be watching this right now, and you said, oh, yeah, I was going to buy the house for $400, but then they got offers, and I decided to pay $450. So not only did you pay more than what the property's worth, you're even more upside down just off of a 10% reduction in price from the $400K appraised value. Now it's down to $380, $370, but you paid $450 because you got caught up in the hoopla. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, everything is just a thing. A house is a thing. A car is a thing. You don't have to overpay for things that are liabilities, because liabilities always go down in price. A house is no different. It's going to go down in price. Then you're going to pick it up at a cheap price. And then you get to sit back and reap the rewards as the price goes back up, as the Federal Reserve reduces the interest rates. That's how we do it. That's why the mantra is going to be buy a home in 2023. And if you need some help with credit, you guys know you're at the right channel for that. If you guys need some help with financing, well, Wilson Koo, as you know, has his own website, quickeasyfunds.com. You'll be able to get financing. Now, I'm not going to promise you any golden tickets. What I'm saying is you might have to pay 7, 8, 9% interest this time next year for a loan. I'm just saying it could even be 10%. But don't fret, ladies and gentlemen. In case you're new here watching this, you don't have to fret, because you already know what the deal is. As they reduce the interest rates, that means you're going to actually be able to refinance for less. It's just a beautiful thing. So you'll be able to reduce your price on the back end for the next 20 years, 25 years. All right. So just keep that in mind. You might have to pay a little premium for a year, year and a half, but after that, they'll start reducing it. It'll eventually go back down to 4%, 4.5, 3.9, and then you have a $3,000 payment or a $2,000 payment. Now it's going to be half of that. All right. So just keep that in mind. That is the game plan. A home 2023. And of course, along the way, you're getting that passive income, so you'll have something to pay for that home. All right. Let's see. Victor Marrero, he says, just got back last night. Oh, can't wait to go back. Looking at buying property in Barcelona. Got news for you. Europe does many things better than America. oh, Victor Marrero. Victor Marrero, after he hangs out in Europe for a couple of weeks, he does just what I do when I come back after hanging out overseas. You're coming back like, and you hear people, we're the best in America. And you're like, now you see why everybody overseas is like stupid American. Man, tell me about it, Marrero. Marrero, I'm just going to tell you like it is. So you went to the restaurant, right? You saw that they brought that little scanner to your table. They started doing that in America, but they've been doing it over in Europe for a long time. And also, you notice when you buy things, you're not standing there pressing freaking 5 buttons. So when I come back from Europe, people may or may not know, when I come back from Europe sometimes, I'm going through the grocery store or anywhere. I'm buying something and I slide the card through and then I just stand there and they're just like, sir, press the buttons. Sir, you got to do something. I'm like, oh, I forgot. I came back to America. It cracks me up. I'm just like, oh, yeah, I forgot. I'm in America again. It's crazy. But never mind. The travel is also cool as hell. Talk about train stations. The bus, the trains go 70, 80, 90, 100 miles per hour so you can get around. The airlines gives you your one free bag. Oh, I forgot to tell you, Victor Marrero, you're only supposed to take one bag. Forgot. But anyhow, the thing is that one bag is free. And I'll give the story because you guys know I have lots of stories. And we'll see what many things, he cracks me up, many things better than America. Oh, my God. So anyhow, I'm at the airport at, don't remember. Anyhow, I think it was Zurich's airport. And I'm pretty sure it was Zurich's airport. And so I'm sitting there and I notice everybody has one bag. So I'm sitting there, I'm like, this is weird. Everybody has one bag in here. What's going on? Of course, I'm a stupid American. So I got 2 bags. You guys know, 2 full-size bags. Well, let's put it this way. 4 full-size bags and 2 carry-ons. Get up to the counter. Get ready to go over to Germany or France. I don't remember. Anyhow, the guys, the ticket agent starts going, I'm sorry, sir. You know you have to pay 100 and something per bag. I was like, excuse me? What did you just say? She's like, 100 and something per bag. I'm like, isn't my ticket like 100 and something? It was crazy. Oh, it was hilarious. So now I know why everybody had the one free bag, because the one bag is free. And then it was 100 and some odd dollars for the extra bag. So it was like 200 and some odd dollars. So luckily I pulled out some Eurozone classification. They were like, okay, sir, no problem. We'll let you slide this time. I was like, this is crazy. Oh my God, it was crazy. All right. So, Victor Marrero, you know I'm anxiously awaiting to hear what your experience was over there, right? You guys know that. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put on a 2-minute SSN lifestyle promo, ladies and gentlemen, because this is what you get to do when you were sitting around and saying, I receive passive income. I could be anywhere on the planet and you still make money. Then you can go hang out anywhere in the world. You can hang out like Victor Marrero, in fact. He's put in his dues. He has passive income coming in. He's actually working a job as well. He's sitting there saying, I'm retired now. He can just go around the world because he has passive income coming in. That's right. And I'll just say it because a lot of people may be new here, but Margaritaville and Orlando, we'll talk about this on the other side a little bit, but this is what you can do right now, ladies and gentlemen, that's coming up. He bought that place at roughly, I'll round up, $300,000. Just like, I don't remember what it was. It was probably like 4 or 5 years ago now, pre-construction. And maybe 5 years, pre-construction. And for 300, you may say that's a lot of money for, I never remember what he has, but let's just say it sleeps 6 people. All right. Margaritaville manages it. And so therefore, who would have thought that you could get 10, 11, 12, $13,000 per month in revenues, ladies and gentlemen, and actually even have 5 figures potentially in profits every month, ladies and gentlemen? You got to understand, if you're making over $100,000 on a $300,000 purchase, the man's making like 35% return on his money. And it's going to rise even more. You know why? Because as inflation kicks in, as the cost of goods and services rise, you raise travel rates. So he gets to always make profit at a higher number. So he's going to have to invest probably 30 to 50,000 on a furniture package because every so many years you got to refurbish because you want to stay 5-star, right? You want to be able to get that 12, 13, 14, $15,000 per month coming in rental income. And also, who knew that he was going to have like a 90% or 89 or 90, 93% occupancy rate at a high-end 5-star place that's costing people $400, $500, $600 per night, ladies and gentlemen. So see, it does matter what you get when it comes to real estate. You just don't buy these chump places. You get these places that are nice. Now, here's what I'm trying to explain to you right now. When now home prices go dropping down, I'm telling you right now, ladies and gentlemen, real estate is 2023. So what you want to do is you're going to want to sit there and say, hey, you know what? Get the better neighborhood. If you're going to buy a house, get the half price in the better neighborhood. Why? Because when the economy recovers, guess which properties go up faster in value? That's right. The upscale neighborhoods. That's what happens. So just keep that in mind. All right. So let's get to it. I want to see. I want to see what Victor Morel's got to say. He cracks me up with that comment. I finally realized we've been robbed. Hey, these ridiculous USA prices. Ladies and gentlemen, now you understand why I say everybody should go to Europe and everybody should come back. You should need to travel because you're going to be like, holy smokes, what the hell? I thought we were superior over here. Propaganda. And then you get back, look at this. We've been paying these ridiculous USA prices. Oh my God, everything there is a lot cheaper. We're getting jammed here. You're correct. They're laughing at us for paying so much here. Exactly, Victor Ferrero. Exactly. It's crazy. Everybody thinks Americans are built in that way, right? Oh, we saved the world because we joined in, and a bit late though. In World War II, we saved the world because we joined in on World War I. We saved the world. Meanwhile, the rest of the world's sitting there going, stupid Americans, really? These guys are over there just paying, and I should say their citizens are paying out the nose, getting taxed, not getting anything hardly for return on their money. And meanwhile, they're over there 1,000 years old, 1,500 years old, and they're sitting there going, yeah, we're smarter than the new kid on the block that's 400 years old. We're a lot smarter. You're correct. They're laughing at us for paying so much here. Exactly. It's a travesty, ladies and gentlemen. It's a travesty. Victor Morel comes back. He's a little shy now. He's like, oh no, what have I been doing? He's like, oh, I've been paying all this money for properties and living over here, and it could have been cheaper. Even over in Italy, it's cheaper. In Spain, it's cheaper. France, cheaper. You're like, hold on. Every place is cheaper. And and you get paid the same. Not like there's a difference. So anyhow, let's see now. We're about to get in here. We're about to get on this. I'm going to actually come back and talk about this. Good evening, Victor from Wilson Koo. He also says, welcome back. Victor Morrell showing the love back. Thank you, Wilson. We're ramping up our worldwide travel again. Victor Morrell, my man. That's what you have to do. All right, here I'm going to do this. We're going to run a SSN Lifestyle. Check it out, ladies and gentlemen. This one's going to be a little bit longer. Just a little bit longer than normal. Let me see. Let me go with next year, SSN Lifestyle. June, I think it's going to be June. If you're into jazz, you can actually win tickets to the Napa Valley Jazz Festival. That's right. You not hearing me stutter. We're talking about the Napa Valley, not overseas, in America, in California. Napa Valley Jazz Festival with Brian Culbertson and friends. Guess what? You can win tickets and get your behinds there. That's right. Also, the Blue Note. That's right. There's a Blue Note Jazz Festival. You may say, Eric, hold on with this jazz stuff. Well, how about if I told you in 2022, this year, just a month ago, Dave Chappelle was at the Blue Note Jazz Festival? Snoop Dogg at the Blue Note Jazz Festival? Oh, yeah, ladies and gentlemen. Exactly. Things aren't what they appear to be. You're going to have a shot to go to that next year in Napa, in the Valley, hanging out. That's right. And you guys know I'm California kid, so you know we got to do this right. All right, here goes. I'm going to, in fact, show you some of this Brian Culbertson, Napa Valley stuff here in the SSN Nation. This is what you can look forward to. Somebody's going to look forward to next year. All right, here we go. 3 minutes. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's right. Sorry for that little repeat, but you know what we're talking about here. So I want to welcome everyone. All right, now I have the mic up. All right, mic check, DJ, check it out. All right, here we're talking. I'm back full screen. So we made the transition. Thank you so much for being here and waiting on the transition. Now, home prices dropping 2023. We're getting our game plan together now, ladies and gentlemen. But first, we got to talk about this. Victor Marrero, how was Italy, Spain? Let me know what you thought of Spain, man. I know what you thought of Spain. Hell, I'm just going to let you tell it because I like to hear from people who just got back from an extended vacation, not just one of these 3 days overseas or 7 days overseas. I want to know when somebody stays for more than a week or 10 days or 2 weeks. I love to hear from them because generally you actually got around. You actually went to go eat. You actually understand the ecosystems, the cities, and you understand the transportation, and you understand when you go to the mall, it's like, wait, where's the bathrooms at? All kind of stuff happens. Let me know what you were thinking over there as you're going through Florence, Naples. I remember Florence and Naples, I believe. Probably Rome is on your list. Barcelona. I don't remember the other places you went to, but you were over there a while, so that means you emerged yourself into the culture after 2 weeks. I know usually 5 to 7 days, you're just now getting acclimated, but let's just put it in perspective. Let me know what that is, Victor Marrero. I want to hear from you. I love to hear from somebody when they come back from Europe. And you've been over there before, I'm pretty sure. But nonetheless, I still love to hear it because it's a refresher course. Every time you leave America and go outside, then come back, it's like, oh, I forgot about all this crazy nonsense. Good evening, Victor M. Once again, he says, welcome back once again. Thank you, Wilson. All right, we're wrapping up the worldwide travel. Laverne Penix is in the house. Welcome to the SSN Nation Wednesday night live stream where it's members only that can be in the chat room, those with the icons next to their name. And Laverne Penix is the man, otherwise known around here as Mr. Cool. He's in the house. He just came back from Dominican Republic. I think Mrs. Cool, but I don't know if Mr. Cool went to Spain recently this year too. There's a lot of people doing that worldwide travel these days, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, you got to get in on that. You got to get in on that. So let's see. Laverne Penix is in the house and his tagline as well. Hello, SSN Nation. I hope everyone is doing well. Let's make some money. And I got the notification and trailer. Thank you so much. If you received the notification and trailer and you're a member of the channel, you can put it in the chat room. Please let me know tonight. And by the way, once again, we're 30 minutes in. Please smash the like button because you never know. You never know what's going to happen because the YouTube gods haven't shown kindly upon us. Also, please subscribe to the channel if you like what we're talking about so far. And some of you may be searching about going, hey, what's this SSN lifestyle stuff? Hold on a second. I might want to go check out this Napa Valley Jazz Festival by Brian Culbertson. And oh, by the way, you notice Eric Darius was on the horns, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. He's one bad man as well. He usually has his own concert because that's Brian Culbertson's the dog, right? So he's going to be there next year too, probably. They'll be playing together again. Plus, I'll give you an example. So some of you might not think R&B. They had like Chaka Khan there one year, for instance. I can't remember all the R&B. In fact, one year it was crazy. They had Sly and the Family Stone performing. So it's not just jazz. It's R&B. I don't remember any country artists, so I can't say there's country artists. And I can't remember if there's rock and roll. So it's more of an R&B, blues, and smooth jazz type festival. But these guys throw down because, again, if you're there and you have the golden ticket, which you would have the golden ticket if you're going because it's going to be an SSN lifestyle production,
You go there, you're going to have the golden ticket. So that means you get to be in the extra parties that they have. You'll be able to get in. You won't be sitting on the outside going, hey, man, how come these guys are in this room throwing down? This isn't at the venue. That's right, because they have the golden tickets. You might be at the charity event too, the golden tickets. All right? And then hanging out at the West End, well, everybody gets to have fun there because they just break out any time of day. When they're just hanging out, all of a sudden one of the artists or two or three all of a sudden show up and just start playing a cappella in the middle of the courtyard. You just never know what's going to happen. I'm saying it's a great time. Just giving you some preview. The Blue Note, we'll talk about that in a second. But Laverne Penix is here, and I appreciate that. Wilson Koo showing some love. Hello, SSN Nation. Evening at Laverne P. And he says, hello, Mr. Koo. I hope life is treating you well. Yes, thanks. Right on. Wilson Koo is in the house, the resident loan master. Now, just give people hey, Wilson Koo, home prices. Why don't you just break people's hearts right now? Just tell people right now. I'm not referring to home prices. Tell people how much the loans are costing. And what I mean by that, what's the interest rates? What's the range of interest rates right now if somebody who has to buy a $700,000 home or $1 million home or a $300,000 home? Let us know the range in interest rates because it's going to depend on their credit score and it's going to depend on how much down you're going to be putting down. Let me know if they started this 20% down initiative yet, or can somebody still get in at 10% down? Let us know. Give people the bad news right now, because ladies and gentlemen, the reason why I'm going to have him, hopefully he'll give us some of that news, is what you're not understanding is it's going to be worse next year. In fact, it's going to be worse by the end of this year, which is only 4 months. It's going to get a lot worse. So all I'm saying is this is what you're going to be dealing with. And just imagine what the numbers are now after they raise the interest rates in the next 3 weeks. And then they're going to raise them another 8 weeks later or less. Imagine what's going to happen if it goes another 1 point up or 1.25 points up. You're going to be in a world of hurt. If you actually are trying to buy a home, you're going to be sitting there like, holy smokes. And then all of a sudden next year when nobody wants to buy because the interest rates are too high, the home prices are going to come down. That's just the way of the world. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this. You won't get less than 6%. You need 20% to have a shot at approval. Oh, my God. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, hold on. Hold on here, ladies and gentlemen. Get your plan together now. 20%? Are you kidding me? Need a 700 for a good shot. So you need a 7, okay, let's just call it, you need a 720. You need 20% down, and you're going to be paying minimum 6%. Well, okay, in another 2 to 3 weeks, it's going to be more than 6%. But we'll just stick with the 6%. Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be 7.58% this time in 5 months. All right? It's going to be 7% for sure in 5 months. And you're still going to have to put 20% down. So let me ask you guys something who's sitting out here thinking you want to buy a house right now. Do you think a house that the average price is $400,000, somebody is actually going to have $85,000, $90,000 sitting around to go buy a house that's going down in value? You really want to take that falling knife shot right there? I don't think so, ladies and gentlemen. You better not. You're here in the SSN Nation. Hell no, you better not. What's going to happen, though, is nobody can afford that. So home prices are going to say, well, hold on, we got to come down. We're not going to get 90,000 out of people to buy a house. How about 60? That means the house is going to cost 300 or 250,000. You see how fast this is going to drop, ladies and gentlemen? Because how many buyers do you think is going to be out there that's going to have 80, 90, 100, 200? Well, I'll just say this: $60,000 to $100,000 at their disposal. That's the first thing. The second thing, because I said it on Monday and I'll say it again till the rest of the year: if you're buying a house, 7 out of 10 people do not have $1,000 in their bank account. You guys know that already. So 30% of the population may be looking for a home. All right, we can live with 30%, and only out of that 100 million people are working. So 30 million people. But out of those 30 million people, how many people are going to be buying a home? They're not. So a small percentage of those people, so let's say 1 million people, 500,000 people, somewhere in those neighborhoods, 1.5 million. Again, home prices have to go down because there's going to be more than 1 million, 2 million, 3 million homes on the market. Overall in the United States, for instance, never mind around the world. So if you have 5 million homes for sale, 3 million buyers, it's a buyer's market. Home prices are going to be dropping even more. And then, of course, there's going to be foreclosures. So therefore, the prices have to come down even further. So hit me up, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know what you think. I've already had to tell the young gun. I'm not going to tell you who I refer to as the young gun because he's a popular YouTuber. Because I go on there and say, hey, young gun, you're wrong. He says 10% to 25% is all that's going to happen as far as home prices going down. So I had to tell the young gun, I said, young gun, are you dismissing history? The history you have, you're young enough to, and you're around when 2008 and 9 happened. When they're going to raise the interest rates how they're doing now, it's a given already it's going to be 25% decrease. So just because you're in the real estate game and trying to soften the blow, don't act like Jerome Powell. Just tell the truth. There's no way home prices are only going to drop maximum 25%. That will not happen, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm on screen telling you about it right now. So home prices are dropping. 2023 mantra right now. Buy a home when it hits that 40, 50, 60. I'm looking for 60% off. I'm just going to tell you like it is, 50 to 60. That's it. $1 million house, get it for $500. $700,000 house, get it for $350. If it goes below the 50% mark, so be it. But once it hits 50, that's when you should be buying. I'm just saying, it's going to happen. All right, let's see what else is going on. All right, here we go. Barcelona, Rome, Naples, Florence, Palma, Mallorca. Oh, he even went to Cannes, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, my God. Okay. I get excited. Not too many people actually goes to Cannes. Oh, I don't believe it. Victor Morero hanging out by the sea. And don't even, wait, did you go to Monaco? All right. I'll calm down. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 6 places in 14 days. That's a road trip, my man. That you're moving. Wow. Okay, all were stunning beauty. Oh my! Hey, Victor Morero. Not like America. Talk about castles, homes, and stone buildings and architectural wonders. It's like a picture postcard all over the place that they take for granted, and we actually take for granted too because we don't have cities built like those. Man, oh my God. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you can tell I'm a Euro fanatic. All right, their transportation infrastructure is way ahead of ours. Exactly. And in fact, after you come back from Europe, you're sitting there like, wait a minute. What the hell is going on with the infrastructure transportation situation? You're like, how the hell? And remember, you're on TV in Europe. They talk about United States in the news. They talk differently. And then you always hear the American people and the American presidents usually talking like we're the biggest, the baddest, the best. Everything's good. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. These guys are sitting there like, you guys didn't even have a 150-mile-an-hour train. You guys don't even have a real metro system in every damn major city. It's like they're laughing. They're just like, are you for real? This is crazy. Oh, my God. All right. They have the right work and play balance. Exactly, Victor Morero. The siesta, yeah. Yeah, who works 8 hours a day straight. And well, there is one thing about Europe that's kind of weird, because in America it's more like work is a more concise. So if we're doing business and we have a job and we're doing something, things are going to get done in a manner. But the thing about Europe is sometimes they'll be like, hey man, I'll see you in a couple hours. They're like, where are you going? They're like, oh, we're just closing up. I'm like, what are you talking about, man? It's like 1 in the day. Yeah, see you at 3 or maybe 4. Come on back, man. We'll be back. That happens a lot of places. Oh man, it cracks me up. Or we get at other things. Hey, I'm going to be in town tomorrow. I noticed you're not going to open up till 11 or 10, but I need something at 9. Oh yeah, we'll be back. Okay, 9:30, we'll be here. Cool. I love it, man. I'm a Euro kid. I'm not a Euro kid, but like I said, lucky enough, if you can go to Europe and hang out, I suggest you do. You're also going to be able to get cheap airfare right now if you plan like 21 days out. If you live near a major city, you can probably get round trip to at least the west coast of Europe, Italy, France, Spain, Portugal, something like that. It's probably only going to be like 500, 600 round trip, as long as you do like a 30-day in advance or 21-day in advance. SSN Lifestyle members, you guys are going to be lucky because, like I said, I haven't even implemented this yet. You guys are going to be able to say, hey, Eric, how much is it to go over to Spain, France, the major airports, Barcelona, for instance, all these, like he's saying, Rome, Barcelona, maybe not Cannes, you might have to go to Paris, but those first 3, you might be able to go there for 650 round trip, 550 round trip, something like that, even with the less than 21 day, less than 14 days. So I'll be implementing that for SSN Lifestyle members only, not the referral affiliates. So you'll be able to get in some, it won't be a travel place per se, but every now and then I'll say, hey, if you want to go to these destinations out of major airports, meaning JFK, ATL, Orlando, Miami, San Francisco, LA, it has to be major. Denver, Dallas, major. Houston, major airports like that. Then you can get the better rates. So SSN Lifestyle members, if you're not a member, go check it out. There's links down below. We'll get into that shortly, but we're talking about houses, and they have the right work and play balance. You ain't lying. That's the difference between 1,000-plus-year-old civilization and a 400 or 500. America's based on capitalism, allegedly. Some people get socialism. Some people have to deal with capitalism. The bottom 80% of us, we're in the bottom 80. We got to deal with capitalism. Nobody's showing up at your door going, hey, man, we're giving you a tax cut, tax break. You don't have to pay your taxes this year. And, oh, by the way, here's some money. You're not in that ball game. That's socialism. So the taxable people, which is us, we're paying for those. So keep that in mind, ladies and gentlemen. 20% down, what? Exactly, Victor Marrero. It's about to be on. The housing market is showing signs of a turnaround. Get ready. Prices will have to come down with less demand. Exactly, Victor Marrero. That's exactly what's going down. And here we are, ladies and gentlemen. With that, I'm going to bring this on the screen because you guys know I was on my little phone. I was making it. You know how we had to do this. The show must go on, right? So I had to do my phone, even though we couldn't be on screen early, and it took all that time. But here it is. 72% of home buyers have regrets about their purchases. As the market cools, these steps can help you avoid disappointment. The hot sellers market in recent years prompted buyers to go above and beyond to seal the deal. Remember last year? Okay, some of you may not remember because we're on live streams. And I remember when Mr. Cool, I believe, was saying he's going to sell a house. I think. I can't remember if it was buy or sell. But anyhow, this isn't something I've been talking about this time, this month. I've been talking about what you should have done like 8-9 months ago. I think it was sell, and I was saying, hell yeah, sell now. When I think it was January or February, I was like, sell now. Take that equity because it's going to be worth its weight in gold. Take out that equity, go get yourself a year or 2 year lease. Go get that place that's going to charge you that $1,500, $1,800 a month or whatever, because $1,800 a month times 12 is 20 G's, something like that, 22 maybe. But your equity from your home was free. So if you're going to pay $40,000 and your house is doubled in value, does anybody think if you bought a house for $250 and you can sell it for $450 or $500, do you not think that $250,000, if it's going to cost you $40,000 in rental for 2 years, but you still have $200,000 in cash, and home prices go down 50%, you can move back to your same neighborhood, pay cash, and still have cash left over? Because prices should drop 40, 50, 60%. So all I'm saying is it's a double play. You would have the cash, and that cash that's sitting on the sidelines, you could actually put it into an investment that even if it's earning 1, 2, 3%, you're still good. Because now you still have a little bit extra money off of that. So all I'm saying, that would have been a play to use. So if you didn't sell, like we were talking about here 8, 9 months ago, a year ago, like I was suggesting, you're now going to be in with everybody else who putting their homes on the market. They're all trying to chase that equity that is now going down. Some markets have already lost 20%, like in Cincinnati, Ohio. So no wonder these people are all like, oh my God, let me put this on the market. Let's get it done, right? Let me see, top markets. Let's just look it up. Why don't we Google top cities with most price drops 2022. All right, so let's see. That was July 4th. So you can see here, Boise, Idaho. Whoa. All right, hold up a second. Hold on a minute, ladies and gentlemen. What is this? This is July 14th. These are the top 10 cities seeing the most price cuts for homes. Here you go. Boise, Idaho, 61.5% of sellers cutting their asking price. Okay, I'm glad to hear it's not 61%. I was like, holy smokes, it can't be that already. Here you go. These are just 61% of the homes have these price reductions. Are you seeing this, ladies and gentlemen? Do you understand 61%? So if there's like 2,000 homes for sale in Boise, Idaho, that's a lot of homes, 60% have reduced. This is going to, and so when that happens, that means other people who put their home on the market has to go, oh my God, they're selling their house for $500. I thought my house was worth $600. So that means I got to put my house on the market for $475 if I want to get rid of it like now. You're going to have to undercut other people because they're not going to be getting multiple offers anymore. Denver, 55%, Salt Lake, 50%, Tacoma, 50%, Grand Rapids, Sacramento, Seattle, Portland, Tampa. Tampa's in the house, Indianapolis. These are significant, ladies. Seeing cuts, ladies and gentlemen. All right? So this is what we're talking about. It's already started. This is in July. This is July 14th article. All right? Just to give you guys an idea. So see, we're not blowing smoke up in here, ladies and gentlemen. All right? This is going down. You might as well stop being in denial. Do not watch CNBC. Do not watch the real estate guys. Do not listen to them. Do not listen to a realtor. The writing's on the wall. There's no way around it. The Federal Reserve said there's going to be pain. There is. They also said they're going to raise interest rates. Believe them. All right. Let's go. I'm going to keep going with the housing prices are falling. I'm trying to find the ones that says, look at this, 5 days ago. 5 days ago. All right? I'm just getting you guys to get in your mind that, hey, you have a shot. Everybody sitting here right now, this is Stop Struggling Now. I want to welcome you here again. If you're new here, get in your mind. you're thinking possibly that, damn, I can't buy a house. I couldn't buy a house. You're going to be able to afford a house. All right? No problem. You're going to be able to afford a house. So what your mission is right now, if you choose to accept it, stack as much money as you can. Get your credit in order over the next 8 months. And then sit back and watch the carnage. Don't jump in the carnage. Don't sit there and go, oh, yeah, that house that I loved, it dropped from 400 to 300. No. Let the carnage continue. Don't bail somebody out. And when that thing goes down another 100 G's, now you have to start considering, okay, maybe this right here is a good entry point. All right? That's all I'm going to say about it again. All right? That's the playbook. That's the game plan. And by the way, this is New York Post, so I don't know what they're talking, but okay, I can't figure out what's going on. Housing prices can fall in 183 cities. This is August 26th, ladies and gentlemen. Believe them. See, they're just now starting to get you guys to understand. Here's the Moody Analytics and the this downgraded U.S. homes forecast. So Moody Analytics has already said could soon see home prices fall by 20%. You know what soon is? Soon is 30 days, 60 days. That's soon, ladies and gentlemen. Believe what they're saying. So some of you are going, Eric, you're not a real estate professional. Right. What? Because I don't have a real estate realtor's license? Ladies and gentlemen, you're not a professional. You don't have to be, and nor are real estate agents. They study the market. Most buyers and sellers don't study and don't care to study and pay attention to the markets and pay attention to history. They're in the business for a different reason. If you're in the real estate or a realtor, you're trying to sell homes or you're trying to find buyers for homes. So you're playing on the middle of the road. You can't sit there and tell buyers, oh man, the housing prices is going to go down, so wait. And you can't go over to a seller's house where you're trying to get their list. You're trying to get that listing and tell them, hey man, housing prices are going to go down, so you're going to have to reduce your price. They don't want to hear that. So you have to tell the buyers, hey man, now's the time to get in. The price is going to be maybe staying this price for a while. It already went down 10% or 15%. So you got to buy this now. You see what I'm saying? So it all depends on what side of the fence you're on. But here, I'm not on any side of the fence. I'm on your side. And my side says, this is what we're going to do in 2023. You're going to go out here and buy the biggest, baddest house that you never thought you could afford. And you're going to put that on your list right now. You're going to go get those 10 homes. You're going to put down the price right now, put it on the wall. I don't want to hear no excuses. I don't want to hear somebody going, I thought the price was $600,000 and now it's $300,000. Is it a good buy? Because I'm just going to ask you next year, I'm going to say, well, what was the price last year in August? And if you say, I don't know, it's $300,000 a good price, I'm going to say, okay, you got to do your homework. I don't know. You need to know what the price was last year. Because if the price goes to 50%, as far as I'm concerned, that's the buy zone. Some of you may say, Eric, I'm not waiting for 50% because I don't think it's going to go 50%. I think it's going to go 30%. Well, that's on you. Just don't cry like the 72% people that's crying right now who bought a home or at the price of the listing or above, who's now going, oh man, what do you mean my house went down 10%? 10% on $500,000 home is 50 G's. That's significant. Because if it goes down another 10%, they just lost 100 G's. The average price of a home in America is $480,000, ladies and gentlemen. You lose 20%, that $480,000 house is in the $300,000s now. You're not going to be too happy paying a mortgage that says, oh, your mortgage is $420,000, but your house is only worth $375,000. You don't want to put yourself in that position, ladies and gentlemen. All right? So we have Moody's here talking about 20% very soon. Moody's not scaring people going, but it's going to be 40% in about half a year. All right? So just think about that. 183 of the 413 largest regional housing. Do you see this? Half of the largest regional housing. markets in the country are overvalued by more than 25%. So, young gun, remember what I was telling you. It's going to drop below 25%. All right? It's going to happen. Houses are going to drop below 25%. So everybody here, just book that already. That's not even a thing. We're not interested in 25%. We're interested in 50%. All right. I've been talking a long time trying to get you guys revved up, thinking about buying those assets next year. But 20% is a travesty that you're going to have to pay. All right, here we go. Let's go. I'm going to get back on screen, ladies and gentlemen. So please smash the like button. We're 1 hour in. If you like what we're talking about, please subscribe to the channel. Click the all notification bell. The housing market is showing signs of a turnaround. Prices will have to come down. Less demand. Exactly. Yes, we went to Monte Carlo. Oh, my God. He's hanging. Ladies and gentlemen, you don't understand. You don't understand. How about this? In fact, America used to be a little more upscale. So Victor Marrero is walking around in Monte Carlo. And by the way, Monte Carlo is actually a city in itself. Also, everybody in Monte Carlo has health coverage. Okay, I won't even get into that, but all I'm saying. But here's the thing. So you go to Monte Carlo Casino, and they're like, excuse me, sir, none of these T-shirts. Hey, whoa, what are you doing? You're not coming in here, sir. Get this man a coat, jacket. Get the man, wait, you got, no tennis shoes. You got to change clothes. You know what I'm saying? All right, anyhow, I paid $30 to $5 for a cheese toast. Small order. Ladies and gentlemen, okay, Monte Carlo. Just call it one of the richest places in the world to live. So everybody's wealthy. You have to be. And he's correct. Cheese toast, small orange juice. This was on street stand. All cars were Mercedes and above, exactly. Ferraris were like Toyota Corollas, exactly. Everybody's got a supercar. That's very true. That's Monte Carlo for you. The yachts are all parked there. The richest of the rich are there. All the trust fund kids hang out there. It's fun. So, yeah, that's Monte Carlo. Everybody should, again, ladies and gentlemen, if you're lucky enough to get over to France, I mean, you get to go to Cannes, you get to go to Monte Carlo next door. You get to go to the Riviera. Oh my God. But yeah, he's right. It's high. It's like being in, well, I don't even want to say it's like being in Beverly Hills or something, or being in New York on Fifth Avenue. You're going to pay more in Monte Carlo. And that's how crazy it is. It's absurd. Oh, man. It's awesome. Victor Marrero. Now, I've never been to Barcelona. I know Mr. and Mrs. Cool been to Barcelona. Now Marrero's been to Barcelona. Let me know what Barcelona is like in reality, because it seems like it's pretty cool. I didn't go. I was supposed to go over there to play some poker. I can't remember the name of the place, but I didn't go. Anyhow, Wilson Coos, sometimes it's really 6 of one and half a dozen on another. You either get low rates and high prices, or high rates and somewhat lower prices. That's how it works. And we're talking about credit, ladies and gentlemen, in case you don't understand the references here. It's all in the marketing play by realtors. Exactly. That's what realtors do. That's what they got to do. They have a balance that they have to do, because they're selling homes and they're having buyers come to buy homes. So they can't be on one side of the fence or the other when it comes to depending on who they're talking to. So that's you, ladies and gentlemen. So when you actually get a realtor, and the realtor, you're sitting there going, okay, I know it's a buyer's market. It went from, my favorite house went from $500,000 and now it's down to, let's say, $350,000. And you're sitting there like, now may be a good time to buy. You're going, but here's the deal. The realtor's like, well, how much do you want to offer? I said, well, I feel like 300 G's. They're going to go, what are you talking about? All the homes here they got them for sale for $350 now. I said, yeah, I'm just building in what it's going to actually eventually be worth after I buy it. And they're like looking at me like, what are you talking about? Have you lost your mind? I said, well, are you going to be a realtor or not? Because are you going to submit the offer? I really don't care. They can say F you or whatever. But the fact of the matter is I have to buy at my price. And would you know, occasionally somebody actually goes, well, we're asking $350, but we'll take $320. We'll take $315. I'm like, all right, now you're getting in the ballpark. Well, let me think about it. But you should not, in a down market, pay the listing price. You should go by what you think the market is actually going to go down to. Again, you don't want to overpay and then find out 6 months later that the houses went down, or homes went down $60,000, and you have a note for the same amount after you put down $70,000. All right? You're not going to want to deal with that. You're not going to be very happy. And especially if you're buying a home that's older than 10 or 15 years old, you're not going to be happy at all if all of a sudden your AC unit goes out. You're not going to be happy if your refrigerator or dishwasher goes out. Just keep in your head, ladies and gentlemen, I'm giving a real estate course tonight instead of home prices dropping. But here's the thing is, keep this in mind. Your appliances, they start going out anywhere from year 10 to year 15. I should clarify this. Depending on what type of home you bought. If you bought like a custom or upscale home, then you're going to have upscale appliances. So they're going to last 10 to 15 years. All right? So keep this in mind. So if you're going somewhere and you go, oh, I love this house, but the house is like 18 years old, and you go in and say, hey, when's the last time you replaced the dishwasher, the AC unit, the furnace, the water heater? And if they say we haven't, okay, deductions. How much is an AC unit now to put in for this house? Oh, there's 2 upstairs, downstairs. Oh, damn. Okay, 20 G's off. I start calculating. That's 15 G's minimum if both go out. So now we have problems, right? What if a high-end refrigerator goes out? Have you guys been refrigerator shopping lately? Just the middle of the road refrigerator is 2 G's. Never mind if you have one of those high-end ones that's 5 G's, 6 G's. I'm just saying. So when you get a house that's 20 years old or older, and people are going, no, I haven't replaced this, haven't replaced that, rest assured, not only are you going to be sucking winds if you paid $350 and the price now for the house is $300 on the market, and now all of a sudden your appliances are going out and you're spending 5, 10 G's, 15 G's, and you're like, what the hell? You're not going to have a good experience, all I'm saying. All right? So you're going to have the time to play next year, ladies and gentlemen. All right? Here we go. People are getting hit on closing when appraisal value on their purchases drop. Exactly. Tell them, Wilson Koo. In case you don't know who Wilson Koo is, he's the lender, ladies and gentlemen. He sells money. You can go check him out. QuickEasyFunds.com. That's QUIK. Then E as in Eric, Z as in Zebra, funds.com for everybody on podcast. Or you can send me an email at eric@stopstrugglingnow.com or support@stopstrugglingnow.com and say, hey, I'm trying to get in touch with Wilson Koo because I'm thinking about buying a home, which you shouldn't be doing, or I'm selling a home. Okay, do it now. But the point is, whatever you're trying to do, maybe you want to do rehab work and try to get a loan for that. But contact Mr. Koo because he's just said it exactly what's happening right now. You guys are out here getting appraisals, and the appraiser comes back and goes, yeah, your house is worth $400,000. You're buying it. Next thing you know, it takes 30 to 60 or 90 days to close. That month, the house just dropped 5%. So now all of a sudden your house is only worth $380, and don't get it twisted, ladies and gentlemen. The mortgage companies actually do another appraisal right before closing. They're not sitting there going, when you initially started doing your loan packaging and you said, okay, 400, they sent the appraiser out. Yeah, the house is worth 400 all of a sudden, but they send it again. because they know home prices can fluctuate. So they go send it again, and next thing you know, they go, oh, that house is worth $390 now. You're going to have to put in an extra 10 G's or something if you want this house. You're like, what? Or an extra 5 G's. You're like, whoa, what? So now I'm going to be paying $390? Plus I got to pay a point? What's happening here? What are you saying? Yeah, things changed in the last 2 to 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks. And people are getting hit worse than that, ladies and gentlemen. Can you imagine somebody having a $400,000 loan and they say, yeah, your house is worth $405,000. We'll give you a $400,000 loan. And you find out the house dropped 10%. That house is worth like $365,000, $370,000, and they come back and say, your house is worth $370,000 now. I'm sorry, we can't give you that loan for $400,000. I'm sorry. Sorry, sir. You're like, and they're like, what the hell? And you need to put more money down or something. They do all kind of crazy stuff. All I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen, he hit it right on the head. Right here. This is it. This is it, right? What he's saying, listen, pay attention. You're in the right house tonight. Value on their purchases dropped. Exactly. Wilson Crew, I read new loan applications fell by 16% in July. Is that what you're seeing also? Is August higher? What's your forecast? Yes, Victor Moreau, I'm going to agree with that. It's going to be higher right now. Victor M., they will be dropping off again and likely till November. Exactly. Because Victor Moreau, don't forget, in case people don't realize this, summer is when families tend to move. So therefore, the housing market tends to kind of stay level or go up a little bit. After school starts, families generally don't want to move. So therefore, people that are buyers, there's less buyers because they're like, we'll wait. And then during winter time, you have another slowdown, just naturally because of weather and because in most parts of the world, there's like snow, there's rain. It's just, it slows down. Kids are in school. They only have 2 weeks off in December generally. So nobody wants to move hardly in the middle of winter, but people do. But you're going to have a reduction of people, but you're going to have a hell of a lot more homes on the market. So then springtime comes, and that's when doors start opening again, except one little problem. When springtime comes, interest rates, instead of 6%, they're going to be somewhere like 7.7, 8%. And that's going to be for the good credit. If you have a lower credit, there might be something crazy, like put down 30%. That's what could happen. Put down 30%, you have a 700 credit score and 30% down. Can you imagine? It's going to get out of control, ladies and gentlemen, because there's one thing that the top 10 percenters in Wall Street need. They need derivatives. Where do you get easy derivatives from? When you buy a home. When you can sit there and have a piece of paper that says this person bought a home for $500,000, and you're like, they didn't even pay cash, but you can take that piece of paper and you have now, you said, we sold 20 homes, right? For $500,000, $10 million. And it's beautiful when you have pieces of paper and you can just go, hey, we sold these. Who's going to give me $3 million, $4 million for this paper? Somebody's going to go, we'll take it. And some of you right now who have bought homes in the last 2 years, you may know what I'm talking about, but not realize it. Some of you may have gotten something in the mail that said, hey, we have changed lenders, or we have changed your loan. Servicing is now done by another company. That means they sold the paper, ladies and gentlemen. That's what that means. All right? They do this all the time. So they're getting their $4 or $5 million up front. They're off to Never Never Land. They don't have no worries that the price of that paper went down. It's the risk of the person that bought that derivative. And remind you that derivative is almost like a loan. So now they bought property worth $10 million on paper. That stuff just dropped 30%. It's worth $7 million, not $10 million, but they paid $4 million for it. So you guys got to understand, this is what's at play here with the housing market and what's going to happen with derivatives. So then now the person holding the paper is sitting there going, oh, damn, What if this stuff drops another 10, 20%? We need to off this paper. That's what's going to happen again. And then the banks are going to be looking for bailouts. The mortgage company is going to be looking for bailouts. They're going to be sitting here going, hey, we need bailouts. Except this time, I think it's going to be a little bye-bye. I don't think they're going to do trillions of dollars worth of bailouts for these guys running with the derivatives. All right, that's my 2 cents. You guys are going to be able to figure it out in about 6 months, 7 months from now. It happened. Again, my prediction, January, February was like at the end of August, 6 months. I told you prices would start coming down. They have. Now I'm telling you, wait about another 6 to 8 months. Then it's all going to be a big smile on all our faces. You're going to have a decision to make. Are you going to buy homes at rock bottom prices right now, even though they're liabilities? Or are you going to say, yes, I'm buying homes because I have passive income coming in. I can afford to pay for the house. So this is like free money in about 3 years when the feds reduce their interest rates and start blowing up the housing market again. And remember, when it blows up, it's going to be more valuable than it was this time. So that's why I say go to your favorite housing, pick 10 properties or 10 floor plans, put down the prices, put it on a wall, and say, all right, let's see what happens. And when you start looking every month and you go, wait a minute, that house was $800,000. There's somebody selling that exact same model. In fact, there's 2 people selling one right now for $650. You're going to go, I love it when a plan comes together. And then you're going to sit back and wait because it's going to drop some more. All right, Victor M., they will be dropping off again likely in November. Exactly. Negotiate the price less 5 to 10% and then tell the seller if they want to make sure the sale closes. There we go, Victor Wilson Koo. Thank you for that advice. That's exactly, he said it better than I did. That's what you should be doing right now, ladies and gentlemen. But I'm saying don't buy a house right now. Even at 5 to 10% less, all I'm saying. Because the house, by the time, if you do a 60-day close, the house could have dropped 15%. So I'm just saying, do not do anything right now. Just sit back and relax. All right? Wilson Koo, correct. Too many people can afford such down payments. Exactly. Folks have no choice but to put down huge down payments. Exactly. And that's going to exasperate why that's not that many people can buy homes. All right. One couple could not close unless they could find additional, $200K? Wow, to get the loan, and their credit limit was maxed out. Wilson Koo, are you kidding me? How do you, that's right, I forgot you're dealing with some Canadians, so therefore you're in a situation where housing prices could be $2 million, and they dropped 1.7. I mean, 1.5. So, yeah, I can understand that. And you guys have to understand, this is getting out of hand. This is what's going to happen. So now you understand this house has to go back on the market, but now they can't sell it for the price that these buyers were going to buy it for. This is going to cascade the situation because not only are they the buyer, there was another buyer in the same neighborhood that came back with the same problem. They told all the buyers, hey, these houses now cost less than $200,000 less or $400 less. You need to put in some more money to make us feel good. So, because the people that are giving the loans, they know what's going to happen ultimately. You might be sitting here going, well, why would they need more money from me? You guys don't understand. They know what's going to happen. If somebody bought a $700,000 home, $1 million, I'll use $1 million home, and the home went down to they gave you a loan for $1 million. And then a year from now, that house is worth $750,000. They know what's going to happen. The people are just going to walk away. They're going to be like, why am I paying? And then heaven forbid if it goes down to $600,000 and people are like, I'm paying $1 million note. Well, I might as well just leave because it's going to take a year or two for the housing market to get back to that number. And in the meantime, I'm not going to pay for a house that's only worth 40% less. They know people are going to walk away. So they're saying, forget that. We're not going to, We're not going to take that hit. We're not taking that hit. Oh, Wilson Koo, lawsuit happening on those. Yeah, Wilson Koo, they're going to lose. I'm just saying, meaning the people. They're going to lose. There's the mortgage company does not have to do the loan. Especially since, as you know, just because I come in and give them documents, just because I come in and sign something, that's why there's always that last little thing before closing. They do the next appraisal, and then there's language that says they get to back out and adjust. So they're not going to have a loop. Well, I don't think they're going to have a loophole. Most companies, mortgage lenders, would not have a loophole. In fact, there's oftentimes a situation where the buyers might actually be on the hook for losing some of their deposit. That's how crazy this can get. You're sitting there going, well, wait a minute, I don't have this extra $100,000 to give you, but I've already put in $100,000. And they're like, yeah, I got bad news for you. If you don't do this deal, you can only get 50 back. Talk about livid. Man, Wilson Koo's in the game. I'm pretty sure he's probably seen some of that activity as well. I don't know their contracts where they're at, but he might have seen when people back out trying to get their money back, and then they're going, I'm sorry. Nah, there's some clause in our agreements. You don't get it all back. It's crazy. And the only loophole is if you disappear. Exactly. If you walk away and say, all right, I'm out, you got that gone. It's all gone. Exactly. Exactly, ladies and gentlemen. It's crazy. It's crazy out here. So you got to be careful, just like what's happened right now. Check this out. So in case you're new here, talking about home prices going down, some of you may be familiar with what's happened over the last a year, where people did pre-construction properties. They were buying them for $250, $300. They're now worth like $500, $550. And the seller, at the end of the person getting ready to buy the house, because the house is built, they said, forget about it. Because in their contracts, they could back out. So the seller would say, no, we're not going to accept your money. Here's your full refund. Adios. They would sell the house to somebody for $550 instead. And by the way, the seller could back out and the buyer can back out under these contracts. But the buyer's not going to back out on a contract when his house went up 100%. Right? But a seller still has to sell that $500,000 house to the other people for $250. But in the contracts, either party can back out. They just have to return the monies. And that's what the developers are doing. But here's the funny part. So we were talking about this on a video, a live stream, and I said, what would you do? A lot of people said, well, they may buy, they may not. And I said, just walk away. I was like, just walk away. There ain't nothing to talk about here. Don't sue. There's nothing you can do. There's a contract. But actually, they saved your ass. I was like, don't argue. Just leave. They saved your ass. This was like 7-8 months ago. It's maybe not that long. Maybe it was only 4 months ago we were talking about this. But now, those same homes, they're not worth $500 no more. They're coming down in value. So they saved your ass in reality. Because there's some, but they didn't save the people that bought it for $500. Some of you are going, well, Eric, I could have bought the house for $250. Okay, great. But all I'm saying is after they said you can't buy it, great. Now you're going to be able to buy that same house for what you wanted to in the first place. The people that bought it, they're going to be pissed because they bought for $500. You understand what I'm saying? So again, everything works out based on a capitalist system. The thing is, we don't have a capitalist system because they're going to be bailing out mortgage companies, banks. They're going to do the same thing because if they don't bail out banks, well, then my prediction of housing going down to 40 to 60 is going to be way better than that. It's going to drop more than that because there won't be a parachute. They're going to have to actually put all their homes on the market because there's no parachute. There won't be any, we're going to bail you out because all your home all your derivative stuff, you lost all that. No, it would be a fire sale. This would be like 1980 all over again. All right, let me see where I'm at here. Okay, lawsuit happening. Okay, some lose the deposit and can walk, but that depends on when you get out of the deal. Exactly. Lawsuit can take up to 4 to 5 years to settle, and you have to pay the lawyer meter. Exactly, Wilson Koo. Adding insult to injury. All right, we're 1 hour, 21 minutes in. You guys, I'm just giving like a real estate seminar, but tonight I wanted to talk about these home prices dropping in 2023. All right, get a game plan together. Here's the game plan. We're talking about making passive income. We're talking about starting your own business. We're talking about you're going to need more money. And not because the price is going to drop. What I mean by that is you're going to need more money because your home price is one thing. But when your food prices and your energy prices and all that go up, you're going to need the extra money to pay those. All right? And that's why you need that. And also, a home is really a liability. I want people to understand this. If you live in your home doesn't pay you. You're paying to live there. That's not an asset. I know people look at it as an asset, but I do not. Don't fool yourself what a home is. They fool people long enough. That's how they get people to buy a home. That's part of the marketing campaign. They're not building land anymore. You should buy a home. That's the quickest way to whatever, wealth. Actually, it's not. The bottom line of the story is when you start really thinking about it, and most people just take it as is, 15 years to pay something, 30 years to pay something. I'm just going to ask you right now, if somebody said, hey, Eric, you're going to pay $2,500 a month for 30 years. And at the end of those 30 years, you're going to have $700,000 in the bank. Is that any different than somebody saying you're going to pay $2,500 a month for that's a $400,000 house? Do you not understand that $2,500 a month for 30 years is the equivalent to your equity in your house? You actually paid for the equity the whole time. It's a liability. Now, you win when next year you're going to buy your house after it dropped 40, 50, 60%. Now, when that house goes up 50% in the next 3-4 years, you shortened your time span, and now you're sitting there going, well, I have $300,000 worth of equity in 3-4 years. You didn't have to wait 30 years. You got the free ride. Now you can do some things that you never thought you could do because you have $400,000 in equity. They'll refinance the whole amount if you want the $400,000. Or you can get somebody to give you a home equity line of credit and say, okay, give me my $300K, $400K, and go out there and buy yourself a multifamily property and call it a day. Get to travel around the world like Victor Marrero. All right? Like Mr. and Mrs. Cool. All right? That's how you want to do this, ladies and gentlemen. That's the game plan. I'm giving you the easy playbook. This is like the easiest playbook on the planet because you can get your credit right. You can make more money. You can get the money for the down payment all within 7-8 months, a year, because you got time, and nobody's going to stop you because the lender is going to be happy. What do you mean? This guy has 20% down. He has a 740 credit score. What's the problem? Hell yeah. Give the man the $250,000. Give the man 300 G's. And then as you sit idly by and you sit there and go, man, this 8.5% interest rate is kicking butt. The house is only worth $300. So you're going to be paying $2,700, $2,800 a month. So that's what you have to look for, right? But you're not going to be sad when all of a sudden Jerome Powell steps up to the mic in 2024 and he starts doing this. I'm happy to report that we're going to drop interest rates. And we're going to drop it 75 basis points. All of a sudden, your $300,000 house is going to be worth $350,000. And you're going to be like, all right now. And then 2 months later, 3 months later, he's going to come back and go, hey, the economy's doing great. We got rid of inflation. All's going good. We see no reason why we can't drop this at 1 basis point. All of a sudden now, they're down to 6.5, 6% interest rates. All of a sudden, you see a house price up to 400 G's. You're like, wait, my house is worth $100,000. I didn't even do nothing. And then another 3-4 months from there, Jerome Powell steps up to the mic. We got this under control, ladies and gentlemen. 1 basis point, 100 basis points, which means another point. Now we're back into the 5 percentile range, the 4.5. Now all of a sudden, Wall Street is booming once again. And guess what else is happening? Wall Street re-enters into the housing market because, remember, the federal funds rate, we may be paying 5 or 4%, but the guys there, they're paying 1%, 1.5% for their loans. So now they're back in the housing. We got to go buy some houses. Now, next thing you know, your house just doubled. And you're sitting there like, I didn't even do nothing. But now you go down and refinancing, and now instead of your mortgage being $2,800 a month, your mortgage is now $1,500 a month. And you said, give me that $300,000 so I can go down here and buy me a multifamily property. So I have passive income coming in like Eric, like Victor Marrero, like Laverne Penix, like Mr. De La Cruz, like Miguel Vasquez. That's what the game plan is, ladies and gentlemen. All right? And then you're off to the races. Simple, easy. And you have assets, real assets. All right, that's my speech for the 5th time talking about it. Home prices are dropping in 2023. We are setting you up for a game plan like we always do every year. So if anybody has any questions, only people with the icon can be in the chat room tonight. If you're watching this and can't ask a question, there's a reason. Only people with the icon, meaning they're a member of the channel, they actually hit that join button. They're the only ones that can be here. All right? So just keep that in mind. Like Wilson Koo has the icon. That's why he's in the chat room. Come back on Friday night at 9-10 p.m. We can discuss anything you want to discuss. If you have a question, you can just make a comment down below. Now, let's get into home prices. We've been talking about, I just glossed over it. I showed you 72% of home buyers in 2021 and 2022. They're crying right now. They're like, what do you mean my house went down 10, 15, 20%? Moody's talking about they're overvalued by 25%, which means now the home prices had to initially start dropping 25%. Again, ladies and gentlemen, $400,000 house is now going to be worth $300,000 house soon, as in the next 30 to 45 days is what they're talking about here. So don't be shy. Just sit back. Do not buy a home. Now, if you want to sit here and defy logic and you sit here and say, hey, Eric, I'm going to buy a house because I can, okay, do your thing. But all I'm saying is do not be one of the people that sits there and is going to be boo-hooing for the next year as you see the price drop further and further. All right? Okay. So that's my spiel. I'm going to actually do something because I was talking up, giving hype about SSN Lifestyle. And if you missed our Monday night, Money Making Monday night, to go back and check it out because Vanessa Comegate came up with a money-making plan using the derivative model, meaning it's fingernails to go countertop unit. And what she was doing was she has a person that will give paper. She's going to sell the unit for $5,000, set up a kiosk in a mall, and the person that buys the unit is going to pay her $25 for an 8 hours time slot where they can actually go to the mall and present and do their wares at the mall, but they can't do nails there. But that's not the point. The point is she has the paper, meaning she has a person that will allow the person to get a loan for the product, which is the countertop unit. Then she has a place for them to be able to make sales, saying, hey, here's a machine, so they can make the sales there. And since they may be nail technicians, they can schedule an in-home visit or whatever other way they want to do it. But now you're creating business, and that's why she's charging them $25. That was a beautiful move. I have to admit, it was $1,900 for the kiosk space. So if you didn't find out about that on Monday, go check it out. She was giving $100 to somebody if they could figure out what her plan was on Friday night live stream. Nobody could figure it out because we didn't have the ingredient of the loan. If she would have gave a hint that it was going to be some sort of loan where she was going to do a loan to allow somebody to come and get it, then that hint would have gave it away. Because then we would have known she was actually going to sell the actual unit, and then she's going to make a profit because she's going to buy it wholesale, she's going to sell it retail. And then that next brilliant move where she has somebody at the mall and therefore they're in business because she has space at the mall already, that now means, okay, that person can pay for it. She has the paper, the derivative, where somebody's going to pay her most of 90% of the $5,000. So now she wins. The difference between wholesale and the note, it's more than the wholesale price, so she wins. And then somebody's giving her the cost of the booth or the kiosk. That's a win during the month, so she's a winner. Now, I'm going to show you guys right here because I went over it. Remember when I was talking about, I did the Brian Culbertson, Napa Valley, and remember I said the Blue Note Jazz Fest? This was July 29th, a month ago. And I just wanted to show you how much these ticket prices cost in Napa. Here's the 10 bands, 3 stages. Charles Krug Winery, the oldest winery in Napa Valley. All right, it's going to be there next year. But look at this. If you're going to be part of the SSN lifestyle, here's what you're going to be dealing with. 3-day VIP tickets. Okay, that's one set of tickets. 3-day general admission tickets. That's the second set of tickets. Wine Train Platinum VIP experience. Third set of tickets. And then we have on-site parking upgrade. So you're going to have, you won't have these, won't be GAs, because SSN Lifestyle is all about the lifestyle. You're going to be in the VIP section. So here it is. Now, some of you may be going, all right, Eric, okay, I hear you. Check this out. So just so you can see that I wasn't pulling your chain, this says Friday residency, dinner party, Kay Washington, Terrence Martin, Snoop Dogg, Dave Chappelle, Shaka Khan. I'm just saying, some of you might know some others. Madlib, Chris Dave and the Drumheads. Some of you may know Mos Def, Talib Kweli, Black Star in the house. And again, Dave Chappelle was there. Then some of you may know who Maxwell is and Corinne Bailey Ray. You might know who that is, right? In the house. And again, David Chappelle hosting. You might know some of these other artists as well. So it's not just, see, this is jazz, ladies and gentlemen. They're calling it a jazz festival. That was last year. I don't know who's going to be up this year in 2023. But you guys, this is lifestyle. So you need 2 things. You got to make that money, passive income, hopefully, so that way you can be chilling at the festival and you still have money coming in while you're sleeping, while you're partying, while you're having fun. And there'll be chances to go to both of these at SSN Lifestyle. It has not started yet, but it's going to start soon, next month, in the month of September. Also, if you're an SSN Lifestyle member, bonus payouts coming. So therefore, I'm going to need make sure I have your PayPal email address, and make sure you send a support at SSN Lifestyle, or you can send support at Stop Struggling Now, either way, but support at SSN Lifestyle is preferred. Make sure we have your email address for PayPal, because you'll have bonus money coming in the next few days. All right. And it's going to be for the month of July. So everybody who was current, your membership dues were paid in July, you get payout coming. Everybody who was current through the month of August, you're going to have another payout. That'll be later on in the month of September. Just so you know, that's part of the passive income. It's going to be small. It's based on some profits. That's how it goes, ladies and gentlemen, because there's memberships there. Free membership, you get no bonus pool money. Sorry. Just saying. All right. Okay. Let's see. Just saw the nails to go on business for sale. Exactly. Vanessa Comingate probably got busy, and other people as well. All right. So I'm just giving you guys an idea of what's happening and what you have to do. Now, let's talk about other things as well, because hell, we're just more than just real estate. We talk crypto. We talk stock market, right? We talk, what can I say? Making money while you sleep. That's the key here. Passive income 2022 was the mantra. It's going to go for a whole year. That's the mantra. So let me see what I have down below just to make sure. I dropped a video yesterday that a lot of people already know about. They're crypto nodes backed by real world assets, oil, gold, natural gas. So that video was dropped. So please check that out. And Crypto Node Investing 2022 is the headline for that. Check it out, because we actually have group investing in case you can't afford the $1,250, the $1,500, the $2,500, or the $4,500 for the nodes. Now, the nodes earn rewards daily, but some people might not be able to afford those numbers. We actually have it where you can get in for $250 as a group if you want to do the $4,500 debt node box business opportunity. There is an opportunity for that. So check out that video, or you can go to the link down below and go over and check out. In fact, I don't have any of the links down below tonight. So again, I forgot. I did have computer issues, so I didn't actually load it up. But as with anything, we are on demand. I can do anything on demand. So what I'm going to do here is, just now, I just dropped the 4,500. You're probably going to have to refresh because it's not there right now, but it's going to be there. I just dropped the 4,500 debt box node, where if you want to join in our group economics, $250 minimum, you can use PayPal, which allows a debit credit card, or you can use crypto USDT on a few different blockchains. So when you register, if you decide to join, make sure you click on a notification that says, I want to pay the transaction fee if you are going to use PayPal, meaning a debit or credit card. So therefore, remember, they take out 3.5%. So if you put in $250 and thinking you're paying $250, you're going to only earn the percentage of the rewards that come out. That's 5.5% if you put in $250. If you put in $250 and don't hit that include transaction fee, now you're down to around $240. That means you're going to be earning 5.3% of the rewards. Just giving you an idea. It may not be that major, but I'm just letting you know. Next, also, some of you may be sitting here right now being a solo artist like Marrero. He likes to do solo normally, but even he said, I got to get on the 4,500 debt box. But if you want to buy your own debt box node, I have a video on the channel for that too. Do the search and you can check out debt box nodes. And then you can just join using the IX Global, because IX Global allows you to buy these at wholesale. You can pay $50 to be a customer, which allows you to buy a node at the wholesale prices I mentioned. In fact, why don't I just do it this way? Because a lot of you may say, what's he talking about? Let me show you what these nodes are. All right, check this out. This is the prices here. Well, this is weird. How come I don't have it? Oh, here we go. I'm going to leave this on the screen for a second so you understand what I'm referring to. As I'm adding IX Global down below, these are the nodes. And if you want to buy a node yourself, you can. $50 is customer. $50 a month is what you would pay. And as a customer, you can buy the nodes. Now, if you want to actually join us, join me into this networking, being able to share the potential business opportunity, plus a person can get daily rewards from the nodes. The only way you can have a link like I have down below under IX Global is you actually have to pay the membership fee of $115, $145, or $180. Then that gets you a link, and you can still buy the nodes, plus other things going on with IX Global. Like they have a Forex, they have a travel club, they have a bunch of stuff. Now, so if you want to do solo and buy the node and have all the rewards yourself, then I suggest you go IX Global. Do not join into the 4,500 debt box. All right, so that's down below. Now, some of you may say, Eric, I don't even want to deal with these asset-backed nodes. I think I want to deal with something else. I like making money. How about, what's up with that up to 1.5% a day money? That's a whole nother thing. That's my EasyTron bot. And remember, only invest what you can. But my EasyTron bot is earn up to 1.5% a day, Monday through Friday. That is crypto. This is crypto when we're talking about my EasyTron bot. The first thing you need to do, step one, if you have not already downloaded on your mobile, download the Telegram app. That's the first thing you need to do. Step two, you can either after you download the Telegram app, step two, you can watch a video. Down below in the description, refresh the page. Down below in the video in the description, there is a earn 1.5% Monday through Friday with my EasyTron bot. Step two, as it's outlined there, I have the video where Melanie Bonita, Miss 27 Streams of Income, she actually goes over it with us here on a live stream. So check out the video. It goes step by step. But I will say this. As long as you do step one, download the Telegram app. Step two, use my link, please, to then go and register with my EasyTron bot. It's actually self-explanatory with the registration, because what will happen is you'll go to my EasyTron bot page, and then you'll have a choice. And in Spanish, you'll see Telegram app, reserve. You'll see in Spanish, reserve or sign up with Telegram. Or you'll see sign up with website. I suggest you sign up with Telegram because your phone you'll always have on you, and it's always on the Telegram app with the press of a few buttons. So you can do it that way because it starts off with the start, and then it asks for your, I can't remember what the sequence is, but it asks for your name, legal name. And under legal name, a lot of people put their real name. That's fine. But then like me, I used a pseudonym. So when it says legal name, you can put whatever name you want. Then after that, when it starts asking other questions, then you just keep clicking, and then eventually it'll get down to where you see boxes at the very end. All right? So just letting you know, or you can watch that video, which would be step two. And then we go step by step through it on the video. All right? And also, that brings me up another thing. we have a 5,100 passive income opportunity. That's right, at the group economic plan again. You can earn up to 5% a day. Up to 5% a day. Sometimes it could be, not a day, a week. Sorry, up to 5% a day. That would have been insane. Up to 5% a week. All right? That's simple. Once again, payout can be in crypto. You make the choice, but it's going to be USDT, but you need to know if you want it in USDT BEP20, USDT TRC20, USDT, which is on the ETH network. You need to put that in when on the checkout page. But we have a group economic plan, 5,100 business opportunity, and we're going to wait till it got up to 5,100 because your money's going to be locked for 6 months once we get up to 5,100, right? But there's some people who don't want to do it, but there's some people that already put money in. Guess what happened? The first week was 4.1%. Second week, 5%. Just started. So I did not wait any longer because people weren't excited about joining in the 5,100. So those who already put in the 5,100 business opportunity, passive income opportunity, I said it's not fair that they're sitting around putting money in there and it's just sitting, right? So I said, okay, let's implement some things. So therefore, that's the two numbers for 2 weeks now. So while we're waiting to get up to 5,100, these people are getting paid. So you guys are sleeping. They're getting their weekly payout on their money they put in. You can put in $100 or more. It doesn't have to be in $250 increments like the Debt Node Box program. And the earn up to 1.5% a day, you can start with as little as $10 in crypto. And you can send to that platform Bitcoin, Litecoin, Dogecoin, TRX. I'm probably missing one. I can't remember. I always get 4. I can't get 5. But those are 4 of the 5, but they tell you when you hit deposit on that screen, once you finish, it'll tell you what coins you can use. All right. So I go over all that. 5,100 passive income, you can get in for $100 or more. The debt box node, 4,500 debt box node is $250 increments. So it's $250, $500, $750, $1,000, $1,250, whichever the case may be. Let me get this off. And now we're 1 hour, 48 minutes in. I'm going to actually do something else. It's time for a little break. I need a little water. So that means some SSN lifestyle. Here we go.
Come on, come on.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, you have to get around. That's the idea of passive income. All right? That's what we do here. Welcome to the SSN Nation, SSN Academy, SSN University. It's the No Guru Zone. But come back on Friday Night Live, 9-10 p.m. that is, and you can get in the chat room if you don't have an icon. That's the only reason you can't be in the chat room. All right, I got some stuff that all of a sudden just started popping up. All right, just saw Nails to Go. Evening, Curtis Davis is in the house. Mr. Financial is here. Welcome to the SSN Nation Wednesday night live stream with the icon next to your name. And we call him Mr. Financial, as you've heard me reference him. And he says his tagline, good evening, SSN family. Always be making money. That's ABMM for everybody on podcasts. Always be making money. And not only that, he has an alter ego Chili Davis, Chilly Davis, has his own channel. Go check him out. All right? Go see his channel because he gives updates on the stock market. In fact, I didn't even look at the stock market because you guys know I've checked out because I know more pain's coming. We know this is 1929, 1930, 31. We know the stock market's going to continue to go up a few days, then all of a sudden it's going to drop even more than it went up, and it's going to step down. I'm going to say this every live stream. So I don't even care about it going up because I know it's going to go back down further than it went up the previous week or two. So either way, it's stepping down, sitting back, chilling, getting that VIX money, velocity money, VIX. When the stock market goes down, there's stocks you can invest in like SQQ shorts the markets, right? That's going to short NASDAQ. So when they go down and keep going down, you're sitting there like, I like it. Cool, we're making money. We're positive. We're not negative. All right, just to give you an idea. So Chili Davis updates people about the stock market, earnings, if there's going to be splits with stocks. And speaking of that, Chili Davis, let's go talk about this for a second. Remember what I told you when they did the stock split on August 25th? Here it is, 6 days later. Let's go look at Tesla. I'm going to look at it. You guys, I'm not going to put it on screen. Oh, my. Oh, my, ladies and gentlemen. So it's dropped 10%. So you guys got in. A lot of people got excited. I told you to wait 72 to 96 hours. I told you to chill out. And here it is today. Tesla closes. Remember, when they split their stock, it went down to $297. It is now $275.61 was the close today. Well, I have worse news for you. Good news for others, because when the markets officially closed at 8 p.m. Eastern time tonight, guess what? It dropped another $3. It dropped. Tomorrow it's opening at 4 a.m. in the morning, $272.01. See? This is what I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen. There's no reason to catch falling knives. All right. In fact, there may be some people who's in denial about it. But all I'm trying to say is that is a difference, a huge difference. 297 to 272. All right? That's $25, ladies and gentlemen. $25 per share adds up when shares are now 270. So for every 5 share, what is that? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's just call it 10 shares. For every 10 shares, that means another one's coming, or could have. But all I'm trying to say is that's 250. All I'm really trying to say is $25 is significant when you're buying stocks. So you're going to buy stocks tomorrow? Let me know. Let me know if you're going to buy stocks tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. Because do you think it's going to go down further? I do. I think there's more pain coming. All right. Let me know what you think. Laverne Penix, a.k.a. Mr. Cool, says, Eric, at present, I'm earning $80 daily. He's talking about my EasyTron bot. I know what he's talking about because there's not too many places you can get $80 per day just like that. Can you tell me what happens to investment after the 134 days? Do you ever get to take out your entire investment? No. Laverne Penix, that's what I was talking about on Monday night. That's what I was referring to on Monday night. It's locked. Anything you put into my EasyTron bot is locked permanently. Permanently. At the end of 134 days, okay, I'm just going to try the best I can explain it. Right now, we can reinvest our money on my EasyTron bot. So what he's able to do is, let's say he's earning $80 a day. So he can reinvest the 80 or he can withdraw the 80. Once he reinvests the 80, it's locked permanently. But the 80 that's reinvested is now earning, let's just say I don't know what the number is, but let's say he has $2,000 in there and he's earning $80 per day. Now it's $2,080 when you reinvest. So now instead of 80 a day, now it's, I don't know what that would be, but 1.5 is going to be, what is that, 80, 90 cents? A dollar something? It's $1.20. So now, or is it $12? I can't remember. Anyhow, let's call it $1.20. So now it's 2,080. Now it's 2,081. All right. But actually it's $80 a day already. So now it's $81 a day. So now the next day it's 2,161, I think, somewhere in that ballpark. So from that point on, you keep reinvesting, but now you're making more money. Now at the end of 134, simple interest occurs. That's apparently what happens. So whatever you have in there, so if it's $2,000, $2,500, you earn 1.5%. That's it. It's locked. No reinvestment money. That's what happens. Now, remember, all the stuff, those 80s are reinvested every day. Now, all that's in your chunk of money. That portion you can reinvest. So there's two things. You'll see on the thing it says total and accumulated. Those are the numbers at 134 that's going to matter. All right. But unfortunately, anything you reinvest, anything you deposit is locked. At the end of 134 days, it turns into simple interest. So now the strategy begins. When do you start taking out your money? How many days a week do you let interest reinvest? How many days a week do you just take it out? That's the $1 million question, right? So unfortunately, I was always under the impression you could take out the 134. Well, whether you could or not, they actually changed the rules a little bit 2 weeks ago. And so the rule changes where you can only maximum, once you max out at $1,000 per day, that's the maximum you can take out. Then they came up with the 20% reinvestment plan, meaning if I wanted to take out my $1,000 a day, I would only receive $800. The other 20%, that $200, that goes back in as a reinvestment, and it's earning interest, which is kind of cool. And then 1%, which is the 21%, 1% actually goes to support, who can answer, do the support for emails and tickets, as they call them. So unfortunately, it's going to be locked. And he's like, I was going to drop a bag on Tesla, but decided to wait. Glad I did. Exactly, Laverne Penix. Exactly. Do not drop a bag on Tesla. Exactly. I'm glad you waited as well. I'm glad you heeded the warning, because remember, we were talking about this last week, August 23rd. Was it August 23rd was a live stream? I don't know. Well, whenever it was a day or 2 or 3 before Tesla. So it was August 24th, the day before, and on Money Making Monday. Because remember, Chili Davis was talking about it a week before, letting people know there's going to be a split. Well, actually, it was 2 weeks before. He warned people, let them know, 3-to-1 split. And so on that Monday or Wednesday, I was telling people, don't get caught up in the euphoria. The stock price is going to increase. Because remember, the stock was like at 850. Then it went to 860. Then it went to 870 because people were buying it before it split, thinking they have an advantage, when in fact you don't. The stock splits at whatever the value is. So whether the stock was 850, you just divide it by 3. That's going to be the 3-to-1 split. If it's 900, you divide it by 3. That's the 3-to-1 split. It didn't change any value. It just was going to be the same value-wise anyhow. So I was saying, do not buy Tesla, because wait 72 hours to 96 hours afterwards, at least, before you buy. Well, it dropped on the 25th. We're well past 3 days, 4 days. This is the 6th day. So if you would have just said, I'm just going to wait and see what happens, because actually it dropped in the zone that Eric was saying, 72 hours, it dropped to 297, dropped to around 291, something like that, 289, whatever it was. You might have just said, hey, let's just see how far this is going to fall. And now it's down to 272 in after hours. And I'm just saying $25 per share is significant, especially if you would have been like, okay, I'm just going to put 20 G's in there. You'd have been like, oh, wow, I could have just waited. And all these extra shares I could have been able to accumulate would have been significant, right? So I'm just saying there's strategy in everything, ladies and gentlemen. And notice we're talking about stocks and strategy. Whenever a stock splits, just keep in your head, I'm just going to wait 72 to 96 hours. Let's see what happens 3 to 4 days. There's no real rush, because all the euphoria before the split, the euphoria on the day of the split, and the day after the split, after that, the euphoria is over generally. Next thing you know, all of a sudden it'll lose like 3, 4, 5% of its stock, sometimes 10%. In this case, it was at 297, and I don't know what that number is, but I'm pretty sure we're close to 10% right now. So 10% is significant, because I'm going to tell you again, if you're new here, you start realizing, okay, 272 is the number. And then the stock goes up 5%. 5% for somebody who bought in at 297 doesn't mean the same as somebody who bought at 272. The person that has their stock price at 272 as their average price, and the stock goes up 5%, they're sitting there going, wow, I just made $15 a share almost? Hell yeah. The other person's like, man, I'm still losing. I'm still down by like 5 or so percent. And then when it goes up 10%, the person that bought at 297, they're like, okay, I'm back to even. But the person at 272 is like, yeah, man, I like this profit. I got $20 a share profit. I like where this is going. $25 a share profit. I love where this is going. So there's two different things happening. Somebody's in the green because they bought at the right price, and that goes along with what we're talking tonight. Home prices dropping. You buy at your home price at the right price, it works the same way. You buy it 60% off, and I'll use this for people who just now may be coming. You bought a house for $500,000, and you have people out here doing euphoria, right? When the house went from 500 to 400, people said, "Oh, this is beautiful. It lost 20% of its value. I think this is the time to enter." Well, you said, "No, I don't think it's time to enter." They bought it 400. Then the whole house went down to 300. You're like, what the hell's going on? That's like 40%. Who knew? But the people who bought it 400 sitting there all pissed. You're sitting there like, oh, this is looking good. But are you going to buy at the 40% off? Or are you going to say, wait, hold on, is that 50%? 250. Now you buy at 250, the house goes up at 10%. You got a 25% increase. The other people are still underwater. The house goes up 20%. Everybody's underwater because 20% is only 50,000. So the people who bought their house at 300, they feel a sigh of relief because of, man, I'm like, you're like, doggone. So when you start doing your numbers, or that's 20%, not 50%, sorry. But it goes up 20% because it's 250, it goes up 50,000. So anyhow, the point is your house went up 20% and you're like, oh yeah, this is beautiful. $50,000 equity already. The other persons who bought above that level is still like, man, I'm paying $300,000. This house is now worth $300,000. We done had to spend $15,000, $20,000 for some upkeep in this place. Man, this isn't cool so far. Will this take 1 year? Will this take 2 years? We don't know. Prediction though, 2 years, the Fed's going to start reducing interest rates. So everybody who bought at the 250 level, they're going to be happy. The dude that bought at 400, he ain't going to be happy for a while. All right. So that's what you don't want to do with stocks. You don't want to buy too high when you know this is like 1929, 1930, where the stocks are going to keep going down. They need you to buy, ladies and gentlemen. Remember that buyback scenario. I'm going to give a shout out to Biden for doing this and the Dems, because they're actually doing that buybacks. Again, I'm going to keep saying this, 1% on buybacks of stock is significant. In fact, let's go look. I'm going to pull it up. Google's your friend. Let's go 2021. Because, you know, the Fed was giving these guys money, right? You know, the Federal Reserve, they give these guys those cheapy loans, 1%, 8%, 1% or less than 1%. And then they take the loans and buy back their shares of stock so they can increase the stock price. Well, let's go. I'll show you what it is. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen. That's 2021. Almost $1 trillion in stock buybacks. That's recorded. Probably some backdoor nonsense using ETFs and hedge funds and things like that. So when you start really talking about it, I'll just go to 1 trillion, let's say. Okay. So just so you guys know, that's $10 billion that the government gets to receive for their buybacks if it was implemented in 2021. That means $10 billion is coming from the people that are making the money, the people that took our money when we invested in their stocks, and therefore taxpayers don't have to come up with $10 billion. That's significant, ladies and gentlemen. That's just 1%. Can you imagine if it was what it should be, like 3 or 4%? But anyhow, I'm just saying, $10 billion is what they're going to be collecting every year. This is how you can pay some of this stuff that's in the bill. This is what you should be doing when you're doing your passive income. You're sitting there like Laverne Pennick said. He says, I'm doing $80 a day. $80 a day, ladies and gentlemen, just so you know, ends up being it's 20 to 22 days a month, because it only does one a Monday through Fridays where you get up to 1.5%. Now, he would have to give up 20% if he withdrew it. So it actually turns out $16, so he'd be down to what, $64? Well, 21%, so let's say 63. So 63 times 20 is obviously over $1,200, right? So let's call it like $1,300 he might be able to collect every month right now. But remember, the 20%, that $16 goes back in to the investment pool, earning an additional 1.5% every day. So actually the $80 it keeps growing. Maybe ever so slightly if he never added any more money, but it keeps growing. So now he can start making plans thinking, okay, I have $1,300 a month coming in. That's cool. So now you can start doing things like, okay, I can buy something that's $400 a month, $350, $500 a month, because I have this passive money coming in. And that's how you have to think when you're buying this house next year in 2023. That's how you have to think of it. Don't think that I'm going to buy this house based on my job. Think of it as I'm going to buy this house based on this extra streams of passive income that I have coming in. That's your goal for the next year. You have about 9 months, in my opinion, but you have a year as far as you'll still be able to buy at rock bottom prices. All right? So just think about that. Now, let's get into some other things down below in the description. So I have some things I added. What I have not added is, I always mention it, if you want your free stocks from Robinhood and Webull, you're going to have to go get those. There's a link down below in the description. They extended their promotion. Some people may be saying, hey, Eric, I want to make money and offer and let other people know about Robinhood and Webull. So share the link. They have an affiliate link or rewards that they call link, that if you share your link with friends, family, and other people, and they sign up for these free stocks from Robinhood and Webull, you receive free stocks. So make sure you get in on that. Refresh the page if you have to, but the link is down below. Robinhood and Webull and Wealthfront, one of my favorites, because they are going to manage your money. If the stock market goes down and somebody's managing your money, then you know what's going to happen. The odds of you having a positive year is not going to be good. But they're doing what you would be doing. They're going, hey, look at this. This is cheap. Wait a minute. Hold on now. This Tesla's starting to get cheap now. Maybe we should start thinking about getting some of that. They're going to pull the trigger when the price is near what they think it should be. So if it goes down to 250, they're going to pull the trigger for all their investors. They're just going to make those maneuvers. So therefore, next year, when the stock market starts creeping back up, then they are in the positive. So you might lose this year, but at the same time, next year, you go, wow, man, I lost. But next year, they could do returns of 15%, 14%. Not the average of 9%. So you'll come out ahead as long as they're managing it. If you put in $500 or more with Wealthfront, $500 to $4,900, they will manage your account for free. $500 to $4,990, I'll call it. Because once it reaches $5,000, they have an annual fee. It's small, but they still have a small annual fee, depending on how much you have in your account that they're managing. So just keep that in mind. There's a Wealthfront down below in the description. Some people like set it and forget it. And by the way, if Victor Morel is still up, I know he had a long trip overseas. If you're still up, why don't you throw down some of your favorite ETFs? So if you want to set it and forget it, not use Wealthfront and go to the stock market, Robinhood, Webull, or any other brokerage account, then all you have to do is go get VOO, VTI, VGR, VCR, VTSAX, those are Vanguards, SCHD. No, I want to say SCHD. I think that's one of them. I'm trying to think of Victor Morel Schwab, one of his favorite ones. But Vanguard generally has the cheapest expense also. They're one of the cheapest. They're not free, but they're one of the cheapest. That's why we love Vanguards. All right, so just keep that in mind, ladies and gentlemen. So if Victor Morel's here, he'll show some more love. He's got some others that people like. All right. So there's also the Vanguard 500. I don't know what I don't even know what their symbol is, quite frankly. The Vanguard Total Market Fund. All right. So I'm just giving you some things. I kind of gave you some ones you can use. All right. So I'm trying to find it. I gave you the VOO. I already gave you that, which is the S&P 500, VTI, VCR, VOOG. All right. So I'm just trying. In fact, I'm looking some up right now. But so I just gave you some off the top of my head that are pretty good. All right. So there you go, all you stock addicts out there. We do stocks too. We give you a little bit of advice on it. Oh, here we go. Victor Morel has chimed in. SCHB. I couldn't remember. I was saying HD. SCHB, VOO, VTI, SC. Oh, there is an SCHD. All right. I was right after all. VUG. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. What about, oh, man. JP, what is it? How can I forget? It's also Mr. Financial's favorite. What is it? JP, man, hold on. It's not JPM. It's not JPM. It's, what is I know you'll tell me. It's JPM something. I can't remember. JJBM. All right, here we go. Uh-oh, one of his favorites. FXAIX. That's one of his favorites right there. I should always keep that on tap, quite frankly. And the other one, Miss Chili Davis, is one of his favorites, is the JP Morgan one. I'm not in the JP Morgan one, nor the Schwab one, so just letting you know. All right. Full disclosure. But again, I'm very happy for you, Laverne Penix, that you did not drop the bag on Tesla. But he did drop a small bag on the $80 per day program. I'm excited about that because he's going to be up to $100 per day shortly. So that starts to be 3 G's a month. And if you take out 8, then you get 80 a day. Well, I say 3 G's on 30 days, but it's really 2022. So 2,000 or 2,200 a month potentially will be reinvested. And that's significant when you start talking about you're getting damn near 5% per week or more. That starts, when it gets out there pretty good. So I got to give him props. And you guys are asking, how's he do the 80? It's My Easy Trombot. The link is down below. Do step 1 first. Download that Telegram app. You can put in $10 minimum. But obviously, in order to get $80 per day, you have to put in more than $10. All right? But it starts that way, $10 minimum. And then you can earn that up to 1.5% daily. It's crypto, Monday through Friday. If you need a little help, step 2, check out the video. That helps you out greatly. All right. Home prices dropping 2023. Do you have a game plan? I've already illustrated the game plan. It's very rudimentary. It's very simple. It's very easy. You're just going to sit back, and the first thing you're going to do, step 1, go to Redfin, go to Trulia, go to Zillow. Go to your favorite neighborhoods that you thought you would never live in because you thought it was just out of reach. It was overpriced now. In some places, a very nice house is only $400,000. And I'm talking about over 3,000 square feet, 4,000 square feet. In some places like Cali, 4,000 square feet is going to be $1 million. Some other places, it's in between, right? So if you wanted that $600,000 house at today's money house, $700,000, $800,000, whatever you dream of, you go put it out. Save it in those platforms. Write down the price. Stick it on the wall. If you're in the market for a home, sit back and wait. Relax. Stack your money. Somewhere between 7 months, 9 months, home prices, in my estimation, should be dropping 40, 50, 60%, in that range, 40 to 60. I'm shooting for the 50 to 60 overall in reality, but I'm saying 40 to 60 is not unrealistic. 40% is not unrealistic. 50%, probably not either. But I'm just saying, extreme-wise, I'm thinking 60%. But at least you have a reference because you're going to look on your wall. Every now and then, a month will go by. You'll forget all about it. You'll be like, let me go see how much this is in January. And you'll be like, damn, that house that I wanted to, that neighborhood I wanted to live in, $700,000. This house is down to $600,000. This is good. It's happening. And then you go another 2 months and you might see it's down to $500,000. Hold on now. And then all of a sudden you wait another, and next thing you know, or it could drop faster than that. Or the next thing you know, you might see something that says $395,000. You're like, hold on now. Wait a minute. This is getting good. And heaven forbid if it does what I say it's going to do, 60%. Now all of a sudden, that means the house is like in the threes, low threes, like 300, 320. That would be insane, right? That house, $280,000 if it reaches 60%, right? You'd be ecstatic. You'd be like, I never thought I could afford that house. But you've been stacking. You've been getting your passive income or making those extra streams of revenue. Next thing you know, now you're in play. I'm just saying. There we go. JEPI. That's the one. Yep, for high dividend from JP Morgan. That's the one right there. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. All right. So that is the one. They never say what their dividend is, though. That's the funny thing. Here's the only way you can generally find it. They won't say it. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Dividend 9.74% paid every month. Now, the dividend yield is annually. It's not every month. 9.74% is annual. All right? $5.42 per share in the past year. How about that, ladies and gentlemen? So when you divide that by 12, you divide the 5.42 by 12. So you're around 48 cents, somewhere like that. And you can buy this ETF on the stock market if you like 9.74%. Set it and forget it. There you go. You're getting dividends. They're part of the banking royalty. All right. So thank you, Victor Morero. And he's going to go over some top stuff. Okay, look. Victor Morero came back from vacation. And he's like, hold on now. Let me throw down some more stocks. OLN, that's right. AMPY. Oh, he's getting into a bunch. He's getting into ammunition, some supplies that you may need if there's no food in the cupboards or food on the store shelves. OLN. TSEM. We're talking about chips, ladies and gentlemen. The chip market. They've been hit hard, and their price should go up. ORG, CVS stores. Very good, because when times get hard, people go into these these Walgreens, CVS, these type of fast shopping stores, because the prices sometimes they have specials. Ford, remember they're going to come out, that's F, as in Frank. Ford, they're going to come out with the all-electric vehicle program, 2025, less than 2 years. Waste management, you guys know, no matter what the economy is, garbage is being collected. Fees on garbage is being collected. That won't stop. All right. VPU, I'm not familiar with VPU or FUTY. So again, let me go see FUTY. That's an ETF. Is that what it is? Yep, Utilities Index. MCSI Utilities Index from Fidelity. All right, he's in there dropping gems again, ladies and gentlemen. Fidelity ETF. Let's see. Again, I don't know if they should give dividends, because utilities usually do if that's what they're invested in. So I don't know. Again, you're going to have to do your own due diligence on stocks, any of the things I'm talking about, these crypto, anything. You're going to have to do your due diligence. That's all I can tell you. All right? Don't just take anyone's here word for it. We're just YouTubers. We're guests. We're members. We're subscribers. So therefore, you have to do your own due diligence. And whenever you make investments, only invest what you can afford to lose. All right? That's the key words. That's the key phrase right there. Invest what you can afford to lose. Now, what was this VPU? Not familiar with that either. Let's see. Victor Morel pulling out the bag tonight. He's saying, you know what? It's the Vanguard Utilities. Oh, I didn't know they had the utilities. Again, no dividend mentioned. Are they at a 52-week high? Yeah, no surprise there. Utilities, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of people move to utilities, energy utilities, because people are still going to have to pay those bills. Otherwise, they're cut off. And they're also going to raise the rate every year, so they can't lose. all I'm saying. So thank you so much, Victor Marrero, for the Vanguard Utility Fund. I didn't even realize they had that. So he spilled the beans on that. Fidelity Utility ETF as well. ROG. Let's go see them. Rob stock. No, it's G. It's G, ROG. Rogers. Not investing in them. But again, that's Rogers Corporation, Engineered Materials in Chandler, Arizona. And again, stock prices coming down. Material costs, but almost near all-time highs. So I expect them to decline, actually. We'll see what happens going with the home market. We'll see what happens with them. All right, so hopefully you guys enjoyed that. You brought your pen, pad, and papers because you never know when you're going to need them around here. All right, we're 2 hours, 26 minutes in. We're going to have to almost wrap this up. Down below in the description, please sign up for our Instagram, for Facebook group, for where else are we at? Snapchat, right? TikTok. Sign up down below at near the bottom. Connect with us. Several places to sign up. Pinterest. All right. So there's a bunch of things that I have going on tonight. Funny thing is, this is funny because I don't even have, in fact, this wasn't, hold on a second. I wonder, no, never mind. I'm not even going to mess around like that. Okay. So again, anybody else have any stocks that they might want to share with us tonight, even though we're talking about home prices dropping 2023? I already went over the game plan. It's simple. Sit back, relax, stack. And also, please subscribe to the channel if you like what we're talking about tonight, because we talk about this and many other subject matters. And please subscribe to the channel. And also, smash the like button and share the videos, because you never know who you're going to help. Because let's just say what it is. This information that we're talking about here, there's lots of people that talk about something similar, but they don't put it out there here for the SSN Nation. So that's why you have to share the videos, ladies and gentlemen. All right. We give you the real deal. We're not going to send you down the road and say maybe, coulda, woulda. I'm not going to sit here and tell you right now that the home prices are going to go down 10 to 25% like the Young Gun. So then when the price goes down 20, 25%, you feel like, oh, that YouTube guy, he told me that it's 25%. I think it's good to go in the waters now. Those shark-infested waters. You're going to be sadly upset if that thing drops another 20%. All right? I'm just saying. When we're talking about hundreds of thousands of dollars, 20% is significant. That's $20,000 for every $100,000. All right. So if you can save $40,000, $50,000, $60,000 or more, you should save it, because the upside means that's money in your pocket, because you can't recoup when you pay the higher price. So I'm just saying. All right. We're going to wrap this up, ladies and gentlemen. Unless anybody else here has anything that they want to discuss tonight, we're 2 hours, 30 minutes in. We're going to wrap this up. But please make sure you go down below in the description, and you're going to find yourself with lots of different options and opportunities. In fact, I'm going to add another one, because remember, we got to talk about Crypto Tab, where you can earn free Bitcoin passively. You have laptops sitting around, you have tablets sitting around, you have cell phones sitting around. Well, make use of them. You can sign up with Crypto Tab, earn free Bitcoin. And not only that, that also means there's links. What are some of those links? The link means, well, this one's going to be closer to down below at the bottom. The link means you can refer other people. Those other people can actually then also do free mining. You receive a part of a penny per day while they mine, it just uses your computer software. It opens up a tab just like you would have for your Chrome or your Microsoft browser, whatever browser you're using, Firefox, whatever. And that's how simple it is. So there's a link down below where you can check it out, or you can search the channel for Crypto Tab. I did a video on it. In fact, since I'm still here, why don't we just, I have a video. I mean, a promo video is what it is. Let me see if I still have that. I think I have, let me see. Yes, I do. Check this out. 1 minute, ladies and gentlemen. This is what I'm talking about.
Are you interested in high passive income? Do you want to be in trend and earn cryptocurrency? If so, try CryptoTab Browser, the world's first browser with an integrated mining algorithm that allows you to earn Bitcoins simply by using your browser. It has a familiar interface and all the necessary features, plus mining running in the background. Invite your friends and family to use CryptoTab Browser and multiply your earnings using the referral system. Discover Cloud Boost feature and start mining at lightning fast speed, quickly increasing your profits. Grow a large mining network and get a stable income. Share your personal link with other people and get a percentage of their mining, their friends' mining, and so on, up to the 10th level. There are plenty of benefits for our affiliate program members. Install CryptoTab Browser on your computer and start earning right now. Get stable income and guaranteed payments in Bitcoins every day. Download our app to make your profit on the go. Join us.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's it. All right, we're going to wrap this up tonight. So I want to thank everybody for being here once again. So thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. And I know it's hard out here, but that's why we do what we do. Laverne Penix was kind enough to say he's making $80 per day, so he took that high risk, high reward option of earning up to 1.5% with my EasyTron bot. That's right, that link's down below in the description. Now, we also talked about debt box nodes, where you can actually deal with oil, gold, silver's coming, natural gas. These nodes are backed by real world assets, and you're earning rewards daily. That's called Debt Box. That's IX Global if you want to buy the Debt Box, or you can join our 4,500 group economics plan. That's a way you can go. Minimum $250. Debt Box starts at $1,250 and up. $1,250 to $4,500 is what a node costs. You join in the group, then you can do $250 increments, $250, $500, $750, $1,000, depending on whatever you want to do. That link's down below. You want to sit there and say, hey, I have all these dead desktops sitting around. They can mine for free 24 hours while you're at work, while you're at playground, while you're working out, whatever. That is down below, called Crypto Tab. Earn free Bitcoin. All right. So hopefully that sets it up. But the real estate investing game, that's not over yet, ladies and gentlemen. Whether you're going to do it for your own single family property, or you're going to get your pre-construction property, you still have time. And if you don't understand pre-construction, just search the channel for the videos on pre-construction. I'm talking about Dominican Republic, Punta Cana. I'm talking about Tulum, Mexico. I'm talking about in the Philippines somewhere. I'm just saying pre-construction, get your price locked in now at the low price, because after this latest boom or decline happens, the balloon is just going to get higher worldwide. It's not just going to be in America or in the Caribbean or in Mexico. It's worldwide. The blow up is going to occur. Every country has to increase their interest rates. Every country has to stop printing money. Well, the big boys, they're going to have to taper back printing money. So that means there's going to be less money available, less lending available. So that means, and the interest rates have increased, that means the big boys can't even play. They're not going to be taking out loans for 4%. They'll take out loans all day long, 1% or less. As soon as you start getting into the 2%, 3%, you start getting into these, ask Grant Cardone. I like picking on him. All right, I like picking on him because I'm going to give you guys an example. there's some people out here like him who believe in buying A-plus properties, right? When you start buying A-plus properties, your cap rate is lower. So you don't have profits like 10%, 15%. Generally, you're going to find yourself somewhere around 4.5, 4%, 3%, or maybe even less. So what ends up happening, when you buy these, you have a note on your property. So you're telling people, I'm going to give you 5% or 7 or 6, whatever the percent is. But now you got a loan. When they gave you a loan, you said, you know what, I'll take that 1.5% loan. But in the back of the loan, because you're borrowing like a few $100 million, they say, hey, we got this stipulation in here that if the interest rates go up for us, you're going to have to pay that extra like point or something. Next thing you know, when you have $300 million and they start going an extra 1%, ladies and gentlemen, this starts adding up. All right? And you're already close on your cap rate on profits to begin with. And remember, if you're in some of these REITs, so I won't be picking on them completely. You're in some of these REITs. Remember, they're supposed to pay you, what is it, 5% in most, like Fundrise. Remember, they owe interest on the note, because that's often what they do. They don't just use your money. They also have it a note to. So then, remember, they charge you management fees. Remember, they're taking out their management fees. So now if somebody moves out and all of a sudden they drop from 93% occupancy to 88% occupancy, how do they make up that money? They can't. So now all of a sudden they start sending you letters going, hey, we're going to have to suspend dividends, or we're going to have to reduce dividends. You'll be getting those letters if you haven't already, if you're in these REITs for some of these. And especially if there's REIT persons running around talking about, I only get grade A, top of the line, low profit margins. So any fluctuations of 3 or 4% down, that takes away from those highly leveraged type A properties that don't have that much profit. I'm just saying, you guys got to understand, there's a game out here and you're being abused. And so when somebody tells you you're going to get 5% on your money, I understand the REIT program. You guys got to understand, but you can earn 5% anyhow on your money. There's crypto out here now. Hell, there's dividends. There's dividends you can earn from stocks that are at 5%. Hell, we just showed you JEPI. The JP Morgan ETF earns 9.74% annually. So why are you going to give your money to a REIT that tells you I'm going to give you 5%? What the hell? I'm giving up 5% annually when I could be making 10? Makes no sense, ladies and gentlemen. And I've been talking about this a lot. So I shouldn't leave you with talking about stocks, even though I'm talking about real estate and it's related to it. I'm just going to show again. I'll just bring this up because some of you are sitting there going, what's this guy talking about 10%? I'll do you even better. Here's the one I've been talking about, AGNC. That's the stock I've been talking about. And the reason why I've been talking about it is I'm talking return on your investment. It's not always real estate that you can get high returns on investment. Sometimes people can live with, can you live with 12% annually? By the way, the 12%, 12.05% is based on the $11.95 price. So what happens, after hours, it dropped to $11.90. It's only 5 cents difference. All I'm saying is that 12.05 can now be 12.06, let's say. That, once you buy the stock, that is your price. So whether the stock goes up or down, you're still going to earn 12% return on your money. 1% per month is a hell of a return. in this environment, when there's a reported 9 or 8% by the government of inflation, so that would beat the government's number, but it's a lie. You need to be closer to 20%, ladies and gentlemen, annually. So now I'm doing overtime because now we were talking about getting your return on your REITs from the Grant Cardones and the fundrisers of the world. And don't be surprised if they start saying they're going to have to cut or reduce or not give out what they agreed upon, which also means what could happen is worse, because what could end up happening is some people might say, you have my 500,000, my mills, and that 500,000 or mills is worth a hell of a lot more than this 5% you were giving me, and now you're not going to give me 5%. They might do lawsuits. Now where are you going to be? All I'm saying, this is what happens when the economies start go down. Real estate starts going down, and some people are buying these properties out here, multifamily, under a syndication program. So just keep all these thoughts in your head. That's why sometimes you want to be more liquid than take risk. And liquid in the stock market means, here's your risk. AG&C, for instance, giving out 12% for everybody that buys at this price point, $11.95 per share. You get 12.05% annually, 1% per month. And by the way, they give out dividends every month, but that's here nor there. But the point is, now you have a REIT and real estate investment because you decide to go in with these guys, these syndication deals. Your money's locked. You're sitting there going, hey, can I get my 300,000 out? They're like, I'm sorry, that's not how this works. You have to wait until we sell the property, or wait and receive your 5%. And now you don't have any flexibility. You always want to have flexibility because with stocks, you can always sell your stock, right? It's liquid. Even if you own a home, it's not liquid. You have to sell it, or the liquidity comes in when you have equity. So if you have equity in your house or home, that's what we're trying to achieve in 2023. That's what we will achieve. Then you can actually have liquid money, because you can actually call up the bank and go, hey, man, I have $200,000 worth of equity in my house. Can I get 50 G's? They'll be like, hell yeah, no problem. We'll give you a line of credit, or do you want a credit card? What do you want? Do you want the cash? Whatever. You can get that. That's liquid. And what I mean by liquid is not like today or tomorrow, but I'm just saying relatively within 6, 7, 8 days, you can have some money. All right? Or less. All I'm saying, that's what I'm calling liquid. Illiquid is when I'm in a REIT and they're telling me 5% and I can't withdraw my money, period. All right? Or in a syndication. All right? Or when we're in what we call, like we're talking about that MyEasyTron bot where Mr. Cool is getting that $80 a day, that money's locked. You can only get the interest out. So you can now take the interest out every day, stack that money, not reinvest it. You're good. But the point is, you just can't take that lump sum out. You have to earn it in interest only. So as long as they're in business, it's interest. That's why I call it high risk, high rewards. Only put in what you can afford to lose, because that crypto is always inherently high risk, high rewards. Just because they've been around for 580 or 90 days doesn't mean they're going to be around 650 days. So I'm just saying, only put in what you can afford to lose. All right? With the MyEasyTron bot. Okay, so if you like that one in the stocks, 12%, I'm going to give you another stock, which is one of my favorites, has been. But unfortunately, I'm going to say they're in the real estate game. Orchard Capital. Now I'm a little worried as far as long-range dividends. So this one's going to be turned into high-risk, high-reward stock, but it's Orchard Capital. It's an investment play. But if you like 1% per month, what if I told you you can get more than 1% per month? That would be the introduction of ORC, Orchard Capital. This is 14% right now, which is a little more than the 1% per month, as I mentioned. After hours, Now, I'm going to say this because this is quite funny. Here's what they look like. This is funny. This actually is down 17%. The reason why this is 14% versus 17, 18, 19, they reduced their dividend by 5 cents. That's why this isn't saying 17, 18, 19, 20%. So this is high risk, even though it's on the stock exchange. See the revenues down 300%, down 200%. They are no longer one of my favorites at this point, even though I'm earning 17 or 18% or maybe even 20. But that could go away because their revenue numbers are dropping. So that's why this is high risk, high reward at 14%, but AG&C insurance, 12%, that is the one that I would have to lean to tell people now that you should consider versus the ORC just for an additional 0.3 or 4 or 0.2%. It's not even probably worth it, but I'm just letting you know there's another place out here that gets 14%. All right? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that's it. I'm wrapping it up now. We got to go. See me on Friday. Come back and join the rest of the SSN Nation where the chat room is wide open. If you have questions, please ask them in the chat room then. Or if you have questions after this video in the replay, comment down below. And if you need financing, you already know the answer. See quickeasyfunds.com. That's Mr. Koo. Send me an email, support@StopStrugglingNow. He can help you out. He knows the latest loans, the latest packaging. He can set it up right. So that'll help you out. So once again, thank you everybody for being here. I appreciate your support. Everybody with the icons, that's financial support on your part. So thank you so much once again. And everybody, another month is closed out. This is August 31st. We're on to bigger and badder things. So stay tuned. SSN Lifestyle is getting bigger and badder. And also here in the SSN Nation, it's going to be bigger and badder as well. So just remember all of that. And with all that said, keep your head up, keep moving, and I'm out.